Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube channel for another edition of the Manchester United, Manchester City podcast, Man Them United podcast meets the Man Them City podcast. Second crossover of the week right here on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube channel, people. And as you can see from the title, Kylian Mbappe hat trick. Kylian Mbappe hat trick as Real Madrid walk through, batter, destroy, comfortably just shift to the side, push them to the side of the plate like they're peas, like they're broccoli, like they're food you don't want. Pep Guardiola stressed on the touchline in the Bernabeu. And the fact that people thought Manchester City had a shot in this tie is crazy. And what's even crazier is after the first leg, after Madrid not even playing well and winning the game, that people thought they were going to go to the Bernabeu and win. I had people telling me, "Oh, how do you think the tie is over? City got a chance and and all this rubbish." So yes, City crash out the Champions League, 3-1 losers on the night. Was it 7-2 across the aggregate? Was it 7-2? No, it was 6-2, wasn't it? Yeah, because it was 3 twice. 6-2 on aggregate. On the Manchester United side of things, we had, still in Europe because, someone got to rep the Manchester properly in Europe. So yeah, Manchester United still in Europe. The draw is on Friday, not only for the Champions League playoffs that City will not be in, but also the Europa League, not even playoffs, sorry, round of 16s will be, but on Manchester United as well. Rafael Varane's been talking about Ten Hag and just backing up everything I thought about this manager. So we'll be discussing that. But of course, I know the main talking points will be about Manchester City crashing out at the Champions League. But before I bring in the gubernatorial Don himself, Veta Games TV, make sure you subscribe to his channel. Hit the like button on the video, people. When you enter the City of Sarcasm, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back, hit the like button on the video. Make sure you share across all of the socials as well. Share across all the socials at That's Me Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV. And just as important as those two things, make sure you subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. Road to 15K as well. So let me bring in the man himself. I like Veta Games TV is in the cut. Yes, Veta, what are you telling me, man?
Yo, what am I telling you?
Yeah, man, what are you saying, man?
What am I telling you?
Before you carry on, just want to say that top is fly. That is fly. I like the way
appreciate it.
Color coordinated, spot on, man. For
real. When you look good, you feel good. You know what I mean? So I had to do something. Now, first, let me say this. Thanks for having me on another week. I'm going to do this proper. Those of you in the chat, like and dislike you, but you like the show, so hit that like button. Support my man. All right. This is a brilliant show that he puts together. I'm just here to speak. If you enjoy it, absolutely great. But you enjoy the channel, so hit that like button. First and foremost, you threw out the first shot talking about Manchester United is going to represent in terms of Europe. All right. I heard all that. What we going to do? We're going to do this proper. We're going to break this down properly. All right. I see all of you. Listen, I'm a City fan to the core, so I was never going to go into this game saying that we were going to lose. Never, ever. I was going to go into this game with some optimism because of what I saw recently versus Newcastle and what I saw before that versus Real Madrid. Yes, we were at home. I get all that. But if it weren't for those errors, I was like, okay, let's buckle down. Let's actually not make the mistakes we did last time. We know where we want to attack. But I went to this game. And before you guys start doing your violins, start being like, Vader, stop with the crying.
Hey, violins in the chat, you lot, man. Violins in the chat.
Now he's going to prop up the violins.
Yeah, you said it, violins in the
I said,
chat.
don't. I said, before you do, don't even bother with this.
Hey,
I went into this game. And look at what Real Madrid did. Real Madrid were in the mix. They're always going out and getting great players, great signings. Mm-hmm. They went out and got Kylian Mbappe.
Absolutely.
A couple seasons ago, they're in the mix, trying to flex, trying to bully everybody. No one looks at them as rivals. You don't, but as a City fan, we look at things differently. They went out and they were in the mix to try to get Erling Haaland.
Yeah.
Knew how dangerous he was. They wanted him and Kylian Mbappe. They wanted to play together.
Thanks. I wish my club would do things like that.
Yeah, not many clubs can move like Real Madrid.
Yeah,
no one can actually move like
why
Real.
do you think we are envious of them?
Envy's not.
All right, most.
Envy's not the word, but I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, I wish my team had Vinicius Jr. was like, you know what, we're just gonna go sign Kylian Mbappe. I would love that. If I'm bringing Camavinga and Modric off the bench.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And I'll get into that as well with regards to Pep and how he manages the game. But I went into this fight. This is a fight. These are two titans, right? And I've been saying this for a minute.
Yes.
If I want a fight, if I want a battle, I want the best. That ain't no lie. That ain't no gas. I want the best. Because you know what it does? Those of you in the chat with the loser mentalities. I'm not saying all of you. Those of you that have the loser mentality in the chat. Those of you
be like this guy. Wait, hold up. Like your boy. Like this guy.
Hey, Ray, that's flawless. I'm not gonna accuse you being
I know he knows it's me. I'm just saying it's ironic how you've said that and his comment popped up. You know how the universe works.
It's true. Nothing's an accident.
Bear in mind, they only drew 2-2 at Villa. You know, that's all I'm saying. But we move.
Oh, we got to deal with this. I get it. We got to deal with the City cooking, crashing out of Champions League. But there's also a conversation. Champions League.
What did you say? All right, crashing out the Champions League. I just wanted to make sure I heard you right. That's all. Go on.
No, I see what you did. It's okay. That's two. I'm keeping track.
Now, when it comes, I was just making sure.
No, you were making sure. You're trying to get me to say it a second time, so that's all good.
Yeah. I was just making sure because of all the pushback that you gave me in regards to my what's the word I'm looking for? My thoughts on this, and I called it to a T. So of course I'm gonna talk my shit.
You know,
called it to a T before there was the draw, then when you drew them, then before the first leg, then after the first leg. Then before the second leg, everything I said was spot on 110%. But go on, carry on as you were.
You got fortunate with some of the things that you were predicting, and another thing that's annoying me. Yeah, you got very fortunate. What I'm going to point out, those of you listening on all the listening platforms, you're not watching. You know how Flawless's smile is going to annoy me tonight, just from the jump. Look at him, all teeth right now. He's so giddy, so happy, and it's almost like he forgot what happened, like the game result that he just happened. Well, we're gonna get into that.
No.
We're gonna get there. No, keep smiling.
You're gonna get there, but you've heard the phrase "misery loves company." Welcome, man. That's what it is.
That's
I'm
the way
miserable of myself.
You're way too happy. You're way too happy. So listen, I'm tracking all of this because I have not forgotten what happened. I have not forgotten who he took a loss to. So we're going to get into that. But this game, man, I went in to fight a Titan without one of my key weapons, Erling Haaland.
Mm-hmm.
And it was truly a surprise because it was a late decision. He went into training, tried to get prep, said, it doesn't feel good to go. Wasn't ready to go. Pep talked about that.
Yeah.
Marmoush, as great as a signing he's been, I'm looking at Marmoush, I'm looking at Nico Gonzalez, and I'm looking at Kosinov, all three new additions, and I'm expected for them to gel, for them to actually know how they want to play together with regards to taking on Real Madrid in the Bernabeu. It was already an uphill battle, but the way we started this game and what happened in this game, listen, I'm not a broken record, but I repeat what I see. And what I saw was just the theme of this season. The theme of this season has been early goals, us giving up early goals and injuries.
It means you conceding. All right.
Yeah. Us conceding in like the first minute, the first 2, the first 5. We've been doing that all season long to lesser competition. No disrespect. You guys aren't Real Madrid. We've been suffering early goals and injuries. And what happens? Ball over the top, misjudged by Diaz.
Yeah, Diaz eating grass, man. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Hey, he's going to do his absolute best to try to keep up with Kylian Mbappe. I'm not mad at that. That's what
happens when you're out of position. You should have dealt with it. But
out of position, that was pure speed.
No, it's out of position. You should never get beat by a long ball over the top. If your position right, it don't matter about the speed.
This man said you should never be beat with the ball.
One long ball over the top is, if you talk to any manager, any coach, it's probably the angriest they'll get in regards to conceding a goal like that.
Yeah, but that's one where my keeper has had
Edison's at fault as well.
No, relax. When I'm talking about my
so
keeper,
you think Edison's position was good for the first goal?
No, let me say this, because I was making a point and then you want to talk about Edison. My keeper has 6 assists. So when we want to talk about balls over top, making those challenges, he's done it 6 times, league record. But what I didn't like was the judgment between both players. Diaz, I would rather you just keep running with Kylian Mbappe than actually try to play the ball, because he stops to try to play the ball instead of continuously going downhill. And then Ederson tried to make it difficult and that's skill. I just saw Marmoush do that just the other day.
Yeah,
Marmoush did the exact same thing.
My same thought process applies to the defenders at Newcastle, but go and carry on as you were.
No, I hear all that, but again,
it was quality from Marmoush though, and it's a quality pass from Edison.
Yeah, and with regards to, I don't know who delivered the pass. So
it was Asensio.
Oh, was it? Okay.
It was Asensio.
So not as damaging as a keeper over top, but it was still a terrible way to start the game. And then I get John Stones out, and then I know I got Pep, who's gonna try to manage the game, because if I know, and what I do know Pep. We haven't met in person, but what I do know is when he sees injuries on the pitch, he's now already managing the players from occurring another injury. He's already thinking, what were my odds on winning this game before a goal was scored? And I got an injured John Stones, and I have Liverpool next. Ray,
that's another L for you lot as well, by the way. We're going as you were. It's all right, man. It's all falling down over there, but it's cool.
It's another L for me at Liverpool.
Yeah, versus Liverpool. Yeah, I think Liverpool beat you lot.
You saying that after today's result, or you saying that after Newcastle's result? Where did this prediction come from? When did the information
mix of both? Mix of both games.
Mix of both. So after Newcastle,
so mix it after Newcastle and who they played on when they played Wolves, and then today. So a mix of both, weighing them both up.
So how Liverpool looked versus Wolves, and how they looked against Aston Villa, and how I looked versus Newcastle and Real Madrid. Yeah. Okay, I hear it.
Because start again. It's a styles make that fights thing. That's where it stems from. And stylistically, they all run for you as well. Because one thing they do have is runners, pace, power, and people who can pick out passes. Not to the level of Real Madrid, but when you have Salah, when you have Diaz, Nunez, even though the miss was terrible today, I don't know if Gakpo will be back. When you have Szoboszlai, it's a problem. Even though you lot did deal with that, to your credit, against Newcastle very well, but Liverpool are a better side than Newcastle.
I'm just gathering information.
Yeah, so good.
We'll have the conversation.
We'll definitely have the conversation. But yeah, it might be 6 times lucky for me. I fluke it 6 times. But go on as you were. Because you said I was fortunate with all my Madrid City talk every time we had the conversation, which was 5.
I had an injured Haaland. No one's going to predict that. You lucked out with that.
Yeah, cool. You were going to lose with Haaland. You would have just been better going forward. That's why I predicted a 3-2 loss for you lot.
I'm mad at that.
I didn't expect you lot to be so powder puff going forward. Because you lot were non-existent going forward. How many shots you lot have on target outside of the goal?
Maybe 2, maybe 3. That's what happens. That's what happens when a game plan is involving Haaland and you got to make a decision last minute for Marmoush.
Well, you got all that talent. Shame you didn't use, you know what I'm saying, and that world-class talent Doku off the bench. Wonder why Pep didn't use him. But we move.
Got to manage him. Load management. He just came off injury. Had a brilliant game. We're going to need him versus a Liverpool game. And this is what I want to get into. Apologies those of you watching while I'm doing my thing.
We need to carry on. Your further thoughts on the Madrid City game? We ain't just bypassing this. You know what I'm saying? Further thoughts. I know you got thoughts because you got plenty to say, as always.
Okay.
Floor's yours, my friend, man. My brother.
Apologies those of you watching and watching me enjoy some of my chips over here. Or y'all call them chips. No, what do you call them?
Yeah, crisp. We call them crisp. Yeah, crisp. We call them crisp. Yeah.
All right. This game. I'm not a crier flawless. You interact with a lot of people that cry, a lot of people that whine. Yes. I'm not one of them. You know what I mean?
You are not. No.
The only time I whine is during Caravana out here in in August. Now, what is crazy is I have my fan base crying about whichever 11 Pep puts together. He put that 11 out on the pitch, and I have them crying and saying that was the wrong 11. Why wasn't Kovacic on that pitch? Why was Bernardo Silva on that pitch? I'm like, okay, hold on. You started with Gundogan, Foden, and Nico Gonzalez. Makes sense to me. All right. You got Savinho, you got Marmouche. I'm trying to figure out who else they would have wanted. Are you going to want Kovacic out there?
Maybe.
Really?
I would
You're going to want Kova. You're going to want Kova instead of Gundo. Okay.
Instead of Bernardo, I want to play Bernardo or Gundo, to be honest.
Okay, so you're not playing either of them. I'm hearing the same. I'm hearing my fan base do the same thing. Oh, I didn't want Gundogan on that pitch. I didn't want Bernardo Silva. Okay, so who we playing then?
I would have put Grealish out there.
Oh my goodness, we're not putting Grealish centrally. No, we're not. Even with the Kova, they would have. I'm telling you, I see it every.
Oh yeah, match. You lot were gonna get beat regardless.
But well, every match, I hear the talk, and again, this is why I'm chilling. I'm like, okay, you know what? During the most difficult times, that's when a person's character gets revealed. Everyone's good when things are cool. Everyone's like, oh, everyone's loving life. But when things are difficult, who's still here? Who's still picking up my call? Who's still responding to texts? Who's still with me? Get the grind out.
I'm fully aware.
Facts. I mean,
I'm here. Win, lose, or draw, or lose, draw, or lose in United sense.
At this point, flawless. Flawless with what you had to do, with what you had to deal with, you know, recently or a couple years now. You definitely know who your peoples are. I mean, when Fergie was here, oh no, I'm sure your circle of friends was large. The parties were huge. Everybody was turning out. Now, you know what? You got your quiet get-togethers. You know, your listening parties. Everything's nice, kind of like more intimate, more lounges, right? This is what I'm recognizing right now. I'm recognizing a portion of the fan base that just want to complain about any and everything. And I've this game in particular, and this is why I'm going to bring it back 180, or actually I should say 360. The reason why I want to play these Titans, large up pops, the reason why I want these true battles, like Ric Flair, to be the best, you got to beat the best. The reason why I want this is because there's no hiding. There's no paping over cracks. I clearly know what is wrong with my club to be able to compete versus Real Madrid. I don't experience that against someone else. I don't. That kind of gets dismissed if I lose or crash out against lesser competition.
So you're concerned if you play weaker opposition, win the Champions League, that your club doesn't do what they're supposed to because they've won the Champions League. Whereas this will notify them. Is that I'm asking?
Absolutely. When you flawless, my club had tremendous success. We did a 4-peat, and look how we strengthened. We didn't strengthen. Since winning the treble, we didn't strengthen like we were trying to win the treble. And I can admit that, and I've been saying it. When Pep first joined, look at the madness that we did in the transfer window.
So you're saying the players you brought in are not good enough?
The players that we brought in weren't enough. It wasn't
just
so you
said you needed more players, you reckon?
You needed more players because look at what we did. We went out and got Nunes and Kova last season. We went out and got Savinho this season. Gundogan came back. But then you look at what we did in the January transfer window, and we went out and got another attacker, forward player. We went out and got 2 defenders, which we didn't do in these transfer windows. This is where I'm talking about. Yes, we strengthened, but Real Madrid keeps showing the blueprint. And I know clubs can't move like them, but you got to be relentless.
Kind of sounds like you're talking about intent.
But you have often said my club shows intent, and I'm saying there's a level to it. There's a recognition to it. So spending ain't intent because you all spend close.
The way we spend is the problem. I say our intent is not correct.
Yeah. I mean, you just splashing the clash on wifey is one thing, but you buying her things that really mean something, you getting something that's really impactful. That's the difference, right? Our club or your club, yeah, they were spending, but they weren't really getting it. We got a few players, but we weren't getting what was needed to still be at that level. And I want that. I'm happy with that.
You lot going trophyless this season?
You think that upsets me?
Bro, I'm asking a question. Do you think you go trophyless this season?
I think it's a strong possibility because I lost an FA Cup to you bums last season. So
say that again. Lost to who last season in the FA Cup final?
Bums.
Huh? Oh, lost.
Nicki Minaj bums last season. That's how bad it was.
Hey, don't call us Nicki Minaj bums because if Nicki Minaj offer you the ass, it's a whole different conversation. But as you were, go on.
No, I'm good. But listen, I'm just talking about how large of a bummy club you guys are. That's all I meant by it. I'm never hating on Nikki. Nikki's good.
Yeah, but as we were saying, it's a strong possibility. You lot are still capable of winning the FA Cup, unfortunately. This is why I wanted you out of the Champions League, because with the right run, you do have the ability to win it. You can put together a win of 5 games. However, I want to know what I got. What did I get lucky about? What prediction in regards to the Real Madrid Manchester City tie was I lucky about? Please enlighten me.
You're lucky with how the game played out on the first leg.
Okay.
Because those were crazy, loss of concentration, unforeseen errors.
So City made errors. Okay, so that's one.
Yeah.
What else?
And then the next game, I'm going into the second leg now.
Yeah.
No one would have predicted I'm going to the second leg with my right arm tied behind my back. No Erling Haaland. No way.
Okay, so no Haaland.
And don't just brush off no Haaland. This is the most prolific goal scorer.
I'm letting you land.
No, I'm looking at your facial expression. I'm seeing your hand gesture. Like no Haaland.
You said no Haaland. So you said individual errors in the first leg, no Haaland in the second leg. I just want to know what else.
Yeah. So that brings your prediction in terms of we crashing out of the Champions League.
Okay.
To make it seem like, you were spot on. Okay.
I was spot on. So
you got the result right.
You know what's crazy? I knew you was gonna make errors against Real Madrid. You know why? You've been making errors all season.
Okay.
You've been making defensive errors all season long. So of course you were gonna make defensive errors against Real Madrid, who actually have the attacking prowess to score 3 goals, even if your defenders were top notch, even if your defenders was on it that day, even if your defenders were at their best because of the players they have, because of the manager they have. They're the one team in Europe that can match you manager for manager in terms of caliber, experience, and all that good stuff. And also player for player. Like you talk about them lacking heart. Look at their defense, depleted. Defense was depleted. Not so much today, but definitely they were missing 2 out of 4 of their back 4 today, and 3 out of their back 4 on against you lot away. If you lot did that, you'd be here talking about that, and rightfully so. So that's what it is. So I ain't look out. I just know they're a better side than you. Everything they're a better side than you, better manager arguably, but they're better across the pitch. They got a better defense, they got a better goalkeeper, they have a better midfield, and they have a better attack. Why was they not winning this game? The only thing you can match them upon is manager for manager. If you say Pep's better than Carlo, I hear that. But other than that, what was going in and the second leg was at their place. There was nothing in your favor.
But this is the beauty. This is the beauty of the Champions League. Right?
0.
This is what. No. Listen.
There was this. So okay then. So what outside of Pep?
No, I get no.
So you hear that? Okay.
No, I hear it. But again, when we look at how games are being played, when we look at how things match up, and obviously we'll talk later down the road about the outcome that you had. Sometimes you can still be a team that's well matched and get a poor result. I thought we were well matched in the first leg. I thought we were wasteful with how we closed out the game. And to your point, we've been doing that all season long. No surprises. And I said it from the jump. This game, the second leg, was the theme of the season. Surrendering an early goal, taking some injuries, and then managing damages, managing the bleeding. Real Madrid, I want this. I want every fan, every City fan to be like, okay, let's see what our deficiencies are. Let's see how they killed us.
Woke up a beast, man. Woke up a beast that he was on smoke today. He said adaptation phase. That's over. It's time I start deciding games. Kylian hat-trick Mbappe. And hey,
When
he did the business today for all the credit. He said adaptation thing over. I think Vardios, you need to go. Hey, go get your boy Vardio, man. He's still sliding now, man. Go find him. He's still on his way to the corner flag. He's sliding down the streets of Madrid, man. I think he is. I think he's still sliding.
That's what I want from my defender. You go in, you make it difficult, you make him have to adjust the shot. And again, he picked the right spot in terms of how he scored the goal. But I want my defender to do that all day long. All day long, I want my defender to be
when you go catch up with him. You know what I'm saying? When you catch an Uber to him or drive to him, you see him sliding around. You can have that conversation with him as well.
Oh my gosh! You know what? He's probably sliding to the training pitch to teach your strikers how to score goals because I think he's outscoring them. Now,
yeah, I think he is. Yeah,
I know he is.
What a European tie in 2025 for Manchester City.
To go out against Real Madrid is going to be one of those. Now, who said?
Hey, this is what you wanted, though. Did you still? Oh yeah, because you still pleased about it because you saying you don't want it papered over the cracks. But this is what you got. What you wanted, man.
I got what I wanted.
Yeah, man. We both. You know what, Vega? We both did. City out the Champions League. I'm with you. You wanted Real Madrid. I wanted you to get Real Madrid. We both won. High five, man. Up top.
We don't.
So why not? We both got what we wanted. You wanted City to get Madrid. I wanted City to get Madrid. So we both should be happy. You didn't want papering. You didn't want you didn't want papering over the cracks. I wanted you lot out. We all won. Surely it stands you in better stead, because you lost the battle, but you're gonna win the war, whatever that is. That's cool. David versus Goliath.
No.
Yeah, David versus Goliath.
We both won.
Hey, Pep, don't go anywhere, man. I keep saying this. Don't go anywhere. We are watching with a close eye. Both.
What do you mean, Pep, don't go anywhere? You saying you want Pep to stay in the league?
Absolutely. From a football fan perspective, yes. From a Manchester United fan perspective, no.
Okay. So from a football fan, you wanted who?
Because I want to see how great. Let's see how great you are.
No, but from a football fan standpoint, which club did you want to continue in the Champions League? Real Madrid or City?
Oh, Real Madrid, of course. Football. From a football fan perspective, Real Madrid, because they have more players I like. Like a lot of my favorite players just play for Real Madrid. Like I had a Madrid fan ask me, "Why do you watch Madrid like so much?" I'm like, "Because I like your players. I don't care if they win the league or not. I'm a big fan of their manager, huge fan of a lot of their players, and I want to see greatness like Tchouaméni today, quality. Second half of the first, like Camavinga, quality, but it won't get spoken about because the headline players, which are also quality. But we both got what we wanted, man. You wanted the toughest possible opponent, man.
They went and got Camavinga. They went and got Tchouaméni. Yeah. They keep going out and getting the best talent out there, and that's why I wanted us to play them. That's why I want us to see what needs to be invested to remain there.
So you don't trust your board fully, then?
No, I trust my board, of course, but I also don't trust. What do you mean? Why do I have to? Why do I have to live with no trust? What kind of existence is this?
Because you're saying
don't project your scars onto me.
I didn't want you tell me my board's doing a great job, so it's all right. You don't want no papering over the cracks. But if your board are watching, even if you win the Champions League, not playing well is not papering over the cracks because your board will see them. So it shouldn't really be an issue.
No.
Go on.
Sometimes you can't properly assess something or recognize it unless it's present, unless it's happened to you, right? So when they see the speed and the physicality on the pitch, when they see that compared to our actual team and not kind of like in abstract or this is a good profile player, it's like it clues in. It's like anything we've done. When you've watched on the game and then you obviously you go to the stands and you watch, you're like the pace of the game's different. It's not really translated well. That's what I want my club to see, what it takes. If the club's serious to want to compete in Europe year after year, that's the standard. That's the benchmark. It's going to be Real Madrid. And Real Madrid were in the mix to go. They were trying to get Alphonso Davies. Shout out to my Canadian brother. He extended to Bayern, but they were trying to get him. They're making moves to try and go and get Trent. They're steady trying to get that level of quality. And that's what I want my club to recognize. We have to be going in the mix. Obviously, I don't think we can make moves like Real Madrid to get established stars like that, but we need to recognize them. But we need to get them early. The same way we went and got Erling early. The same way we went out and got Marmoush. The same way they were in the mix. Real Madrid were in the mix. and I think hovering around Nico Gonzalez as well. So it's that type of talent that we have to maybe get a year or two earlier than them, because hey, we don't really have that flex that they do. But there's no.
So surely your board should see that, like, the people in charge don't have to get knocked out to Real Madrid to see that you're far away, or not far away, but not up to the standard, up to the mark.
Yeah, there's no problem in strengthening. Flaw, this is what you're missing out. I know my board sees that we need to strengthen, but when you play Real Madrid, you see what you need to strengthen to, right? Like if
so you're talking about the level of.
Yes, the level of how we replenish, the level of quality that we need to
go and get the very best, or attempt to get the very best at least.
We got to do that.
Yeah, and listen, before we continue, make sure you lot run up the likes. Over 40 of you lot in the building. How many likes we have? We're even at 40 likes. Girls up to 40 likes, people. Hit the subscribe button on the channel. Love to Sunshine for the raid early on. Big up to Sai for becoming a member of the channel. I think you rejoined. If not, or you upgraded, but big up Sai regardless. As well, says Real deserved. Yeah, you've been a member for 11 months, so I think you either upgraded or rejoined, but big up Sai. Says Real deserved a win. Liverpool must win this weekend. This is a must-win game for Liverpool. This is the best chance to win against the City team we can't fumble. Well, if Haaland's out, you got no problem, because that attack is toothless without him. It was absolutely toothless. It was woeful, because Madrid ain't even quality, like, from a defensive standpoint. And this is to back up your point. Ancelotti says without Haaland, Manchester City loses a lot of power. Pep says the plan versus Real Madrid was to extend the result we brought from Manchester as long as possible, and we conceded a goal so early. The injury from Stones, and it's a little bit of what happened this season. We could not defend well the movement. With time, the team and the club is going to accept what it is, but now we have 13 to 14 games for the Premier League to try next season to be here and improve. Nothing is eternal. We've been unbelievable, and we have to try and get better from today. I don't think we've been amazing in Europe in the last 8 seasons. Sometimes we've left because of some details, knocked out. First year, Monaco knocked us out. And every single year we've been close. We've done very well in the previous years against Real Madrid. We've been very close, play amazing against them, but we didn't go through. Real Madrid have been better, so we wish them luck. But of course, I'm a Barcelona supporter, and I would prefer this not the case, but we have to accept it. Then that's all the comments. So yeah, thoughts on what Pep said there?
Listen, my manager.
Your gaffer, man.
He kept it real. He spoke about where we're at, why we haven't been great, why we've had our challenges. And again, this whole new UCL format, I enjoy it. I like it. I think it makes every game count. I know early days it's kind of like but when the standings start shifting and look, great format. I think Pep kept it real. He talked about how quality Real Madrid were. He talked about how poor we've been for the season. The John Stones was like, I know there's a point where I should be numb to it. I should just be like, oh, another player's hurt. But it's just like, I look at the bench and I'm like,
yeah, it's not like you brought on just someone absolutely awful. But we mean,
no, he brought on Ake, but Ake, if Ake was healthy, and I'm watching Ake run, he that's not him. That's not him 100%. So it's one of those, and this is where, again, I don't hate on Ancelotti. I respect him tremendously as a manager.
Oh yeah.
And I've had to see him so many years. The one thing that's so amazing and so old school that I actually do as a gamer myself, when you see a weakness, when you see a vulnerability, you make that happen. You put pressure on that and see whether it's going to last. A couple seasons ago, Walker just came back off an injury, didn't play one leg, played the next leg. You know what they were doing? Everything, ball over top, ball behind. Let's test that hamstring. And then certain point, popped. Walker comes off. Fernandinho's got to do it. Hey, let's test Fernandinho. They get a goal from it. To do the same thing, to really force the issue with some of our defenders was brilliant. I think the scoreline is flattering in the sense where we got that late goal, but I looked at that and I was like, you know what? Pep's managing this for the rest of the season. He's not going to bring.
Oh yeah, in fact, it was a wrap. He knew it was over. When we didn't see Haaland, he knew it was done. But it was done before the game. Anyway, it was over.
It wasn't done before the game, but that early goal was like, okay, you know what?
It wasn't done from the game from scoreline perspective. I'm just talking about team for team. Like, and the reason why when you was like, I'm never going to say my team loses, I hear that. I'm the same. I do the exact same thing. But where the difference is that you tried to sell us like there was a legitimate chance. So you should have just said, hey, you know what? 1% chance, 99% faith.
Wait. Hold on.
What?
No, I don't do this 1% chance faith thing.
Yeah.
My faith is
That's what it should
100%. What's going on here?
It should have been no. When I say that, it should have been 1% chance, 99% faith in regards to you lot going through in this tie. Is the point I'm making?
No, the math is not mathing because I'm always gonna have 100% faith. So we
Okay, then it should have been
ratio.
100% faith, 1% chance then of you lot going through.
Nah.
That's what it should have been because you lot got moved to, walked through.
What was your you know what? I don't like the bass. I don't like the bass in your voice right now. No,
it has to be known that you lot got walked through. You know what I'm saying? Mollywopped, and you thought you legitimately had a chance. Why? That's what baffles me. Outside of being a City fan, I get that. But it's the fact that the pushback you gave me on my rhetoric on this game. I told you all this before you was drawn against.
You guessed right.
You do not want to see. No, even a guess. You do not want to see Real Madrid. No, it wasn't a guess. It was spot on. I even got the scoreline right in the first.
You guessed right. That's what I'm saying.
Part. Yeah, I guessed right all 5 times. I told you all this before you drew them. I told you this when you drew them. I told you this before the first leg. I told you this after the first leg. I told you this before the second leg. This ain't a shot. The only thing that's shocking to me is the way you got moved to. I expected more from you in the second leg. Going forward,
this is what we're going
without Haaland still. I'm just glad, man, just to see you lot get walk like that. You know what I'm saying, in Champions League, because that's not happened before, to my knowledge. I've never seen you lot get moved to like that in Champions League. Like, you've lost games, but it's always been close. That was over by the 60th minute. When's a knockout tie where you lot have been out of it in the 60th minute?
You know what? The difference here.
I can't remember. One under Pep.
No. We haven't. That hasn't happened like that.
Yeah, that's not. So this is new. So it's great. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's fantastic to see that you lot beaten, not just like out the competition, but beaten badly, like ass whooping, BTA, belt to ass. That's what was great about it. And I've seen it on the horizon. That's the beautiful part about it. Like, I knew this was happening. I woke up today joyful. I was like, oh, today is the day. Tell me, where's everyone in my chat who was telling me, oh, City are going through? Oh, City got a chance. They had a puncher's chance. This was prime Floyd Mayweather versus a journeyman. That's what this was. Only thing they was gonna do is a punch. That was it.
Here's the thing.
It was a knockout punch. It was over from the first leg. And when they lost, and Real Madrid didn't play well, and they still lost the game.
It's all good, flawless. It's all good. Like the thing.
It's all good. No, it's not all good. It's great. Fantastic.
No, it's great because as a United fan, you're going to be predicting City to not advance. That's where your gut's going to take. That's where your heart is going to take. That's where your heart's going to take you.
Yeah, but I don't listen to my heart. I listen to my head.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
your gut was also going to tell you to lean that way.
My gut evil.
Okay, all right.
I listen to my head. Everything is there. Like, it's not from I don't do the heart thing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right.
That leads you down the wrong path.
We'll find out what your head was telling you when you were predicting your game versus Spurs. But when it comes down to,
you know what that was? This.
How come you get to? Why are you jumping? Why are you able to jump and say it was
like you? Yeah, because you know this. What? When do I ever pick United to lose? You know what I'm saying? Never. I don't do that.
All right, so
but I don't here's the difference between me and you. If you tell me we're gonna lose, I don't push back on it. I go, yeah, I understand. If you predict Manchester United to lose the game, I'm not gonna tell you you're wrong. I'll be like, I hear it. I get it.
Okay.
That's the difference between me and you. I know my delusion. You know what I'm saying? I'm fully aware when I'm letting my heart rule my head. When I know we have little to no shot in a game, or a small chance of winning the game, or a high percentage of losing a game, I should say, like against Spurs. Whereas you against we're going up there against Real Madrid. I was like, yeah, we got a shot. Even you at your best, this is a tough tie. You know what I'm saying? But you have a puncher's chance.
Yeah.
A puncher's chance. That's nothing to write home about. Because if we had a puncher's chance in the game, you ain't predicting us to win.
No, but the reason why I'm kind of chilling, you get your giggles is because
that's not no giggles. This is a full-blown smile, man. Joyful.
Right. Yeah.
Joyful. Manchester City out the Champions League.
Listen, you gotta find joy everywhere you can, because
absolutely.
I know the difficulties that are happening right now.
Absolutely.
This guy's smiling so much, he's got to apply some chapstick. The thing that I want to deal with is when we were doing the whole prediction talk, when we were doing the whole what are my expectations, I did that before I knew my killer up front wasn't there. Yeah. So when I'm telling you, no, relax. This is why I think we could win. This is why I think we got a chance. It's when we had that level of strength, large up. And at the same time, the reason why I'm not mad upset is because this dog walk that you're describing would hurt a lot more if I was ready for that fight. If I had all my 100%. Fighters, you know what I mean? So it's like, so when it's like, they got us. Yeah. Look at the midfield that I had to start with.
That's what gave me more enjoyment of you lot drawing them. Because I know you lot weren't ready. It was great.
You knew this.
I knew you lot weren't ready. You at your best Madrid is a struggle. Like that's not an easy one. But this Manchester City, the worst version we've seen of City in a number of years, and you got to go face that Madrid, even though they're not at their very best, with that amount of talent and the second legs at their place. Oh, beautiful things. I couldn't wait.
You also did this before you saw our new additions vetted in, comfortable. So
and unless them new additions was Jesus, God, Moses, and Allah, you lot weren't winning this tie. You know what I'm saying? And to my knowledge, none of them were available on the transfer market.
God and Allah are the same person. So I don't know.
What I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want to offend no one, so I just named all the religions. I didn't want to offend nobody. But you understand my point?
I hear it. Now.
So that's what it was. I knew this ass kicking was on the horizon. I penciled this in. I was like, oh shit. 19th of February. I
knew. Chat. This I knew business. I'm gonna hold him to this.
When I double down on something, because football there's so many variables. But when I double down on something and say this is definitely happening, 9 times out of 10 I've been right. I get things wrong all the time, like predictions, players, managers, etc. But when I double down on something and say, hey, there's no chance of such and such happening, I'm right. Like Arsenal with the Premier League the past 2 years. Your boy Artel. I told you and all Arsenal fans, told I was hating and blurred turds, and they go fall short again. Fall short again this season. And that's not a prediction, that's a spoiler, ladies and gentlemen. With Arsenal in the Prem. To Ryan, if he's still in the chat talking, because I've been hearing this for 2 years straight. 3 years now. Well, 2.5. Oh, well, Arsenal and blah, blah, blah. And you know what? They finished with nothing. Like the inside of Ryan's head, empty. That's what their trophy cabinet is. What are we talking about here?
Wow.
Empty.
Ryan?
Nothing going on.
Don't take that, Ryan.
You take that what? You know what I'm saying? He knows I'm right. That's why he ain't here no more. Because you told me 2 years and running. Oh, no, it's 3 years now. 3 seasons in a row. Arsenal are going to win the league. So what happens when they fall short again? Stick with Mikel.
They're having a tough season.
They just have a tough life.
I can relate.
They just have a tough life.
No, the last 2 seasons weren't tough. They were unfortunate, but this season, tough.
No, unfortunate hype. You know what I'm saying?
No. So,
well, yeah, back to your mob crashing out the Champions League going. Back to that.
The fact that I'm out of Champions League, and I've been saying this, we were going to do a miracle run if we were going to go far in Champions League, but we weren't built for it. We weren't designed for it.
Oh, we know
what we got to do, and what's actually more concerning. All the rivals better be doing this. I mean, you're actually you as a rival.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about that. Yeah. We got other issues.
You're doing this, but all the rivals,
we got other issues.
Got to be doing that, because if I only have the league to worry about, FA Cup.
You talking about? Talking about this season?
Yeah, this season.
Oh, see, why can you not still win the league in your opinion?
There'd have to be a monumental slip for Liverpool to let us back in this.
Yeah. You ain't winning the league.
Monumental.
The points you can get is 80. I think it's 81 or 82 points.
I think we're 13. I think we're 13 points off or something like that. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, but I'm saying the maximum amount of points you can accumulate is like 81 or 82.
Oh yeah.
Even if you win all your games, which is not happening, you're not winning all your games.
Yeah, I don't think that's not this season.
You got Liverpool coming up, United coming up. Yeah, it's you know.
Wait, what was that last team you said?
Nothing. Go on, carry on.
No, let me adjust my headphones. If I only got FA Cup and league to worry about right now,
Yo, stop saying league, yo. You lot ain't winning the league. What are we talking about?
No, when I say league, I mean secure this top 4.
Oh,
If that's all I got to worry about,
hype, man. No one care about no top 4 thing. FA Cup
crazy?
trophies, your big bad Manchester City.
You're penny pitching, firing people left and right, talking about top 4.
Hey, that's the ownership that you back. You take that up within your sign, nothing to do with me.
I'm talking top 4 is important. I need that financial security.
Oh, right, yeah, because you're gonna go broke at Manchester City without.
Oh my gosh! See why? Oh, top 4 is important.
Bear in mind, it's gonna be top 5. It's gonna be top 5, by the way. Just to clarify.
Are you sure?
Pretty much so. It's pretty much dead on.
I thought that would have depended on. Oh, that depends on you guys going far in Europa.
No, it's
or one of you going far in Europa.
But we're already, I think, because of the amount of English teams that are already through. Because you lot went out, so you lot let the country down. But Liverpool went through, Arsenal went through, Villa went through, we went through, Spurs. So it's like 5. So I think it's already like that. Go on.
Did I say that you let the country down last year?
I don't know. Did you? Probably did. Now you was gassing us up. You was gaslighting us, so you wouldn't say that. You had all that waffle. That's what it was.
I'm gonna bring that back. I'm gonna bring that back.
Grade A Canadian waffle.
You were disgraceful last season.
Yeah, we was. But that's a manager you backed. So I don't want to hear it from you.
Can you stop that? That's your manager. That has nothing to do with me. That was your manager, though. It's not my manager. My manager is
should keep him and blah blah blah. No, this is your manager.
This is what's funny.
Your guy.
This is what's funny. I can't have more than one manager.
Was he not here backing Ten Hag when he?
I have one manager, and that's Pep.
Yeah, but you was backing him the same way you like backing Arteta and backing FSG. For someone who's a winner, word to Cat Williams, you got an affiliation for losers.
That's not true.
You got an affiliation. Yeah, you do. Arteta, loser. FSG, for the most part, losers. Ten Hag, loser. No. Very strange.
You know what it is?
Go on. You can
I believe in fairness.
Yeah, you believe in
in justice.
There we go. See that gubernatorial, man. He reading off the teleprompter now. You know what I'm saying? This guy is fucking politician.
You need to be consistent with how you treat people, and you can't be treating one manager one way, complaining about certain things, and treat a different manager another way.
But again, that's just no one was treating one manager one way and him the other.
Yeah. My point was, because you weren't going to fire Ten Hag in the middle of the Champions League, but my point was, you talking about backing him, was he completed a year, and I was saying year 1, look at the result. Year 2, look at the other result.
He was backing him so much, I thought he was Black Ten Hag. But yeah, in regards to it, you lot like if you finish 5th and don't get Champions League, that's your fault for not getting through in the Champions League because the coefficient. You would have took away a spot from the Premier League, so it's your fault.
True. But not advancing makes my top 4.
All jokes aside, you're gonna finish top 4. So I don't think you got anything to worry about.
I have to.
No, you'll finish top 4. But back to the FA Cup, how's it feel that being your only trophy to compete for this season? And it's February.
You think I'm gonna be upset with that? Liverpool parade. Liverpool went on a parade having an FA Cup.
You're not Liverpool, don't do that.
No, you're right. I'm not as large of an institution of
No, you're as a large institution, but we know they don't dominate. You've been the dominant fan. It's like in wrestling, a wrestler's been world champion for 650 days, and then he's happy with the European title. No, don't work like that. You're above that. Let's not do that. You're a big bad treble winning 4P, as you like to tell me. No one's done Manchester City, so let's hold you to those standards. The fact that you're only up for an FA Cup is dreadful.
I don't do the standards talk. That's y'all red cartels. Y'all talk about my standards. I don't do that.
Your standards.
I'm not gonna let you put standards on. No, there's no projecting standards.
There's no standard.
I don't do the flawless.
So if you finish 6th, you'll be happy this season then.
See, the fact that you throw in happy, no one's talking about happiness. No one's talking about.
So that's below this. So if you're unhappy, that's because you haven't hit the standards you need to reach.
No. Listen.
Go on.
It's going to be the context of the entire season. I'm not going to do this. You'll never hear this from me.
No.
I'm accustomed to this. My club's now at this level. This is what I expect. I know that every season is a reset. Every season, there's other clubs investing, reinvesting. That's making a problem. Look at where Forest are at. Look at the fact that Chelsea spent 1.5 billion. When you got clubs that are spending and getting in the mix, there's no guarantees that I need to be top 4. There's no guarantees that I need to be winning trophies every year. But you know what I need to do? What's nonsense?
There's no guy. You should be top 4. If you're one of the 4 best teams in the league, with the best manager in the league, you should finish top 4. What are we talking about?
You think I have one of the?
You have one of you have. Are you not? Does you? If you don't finish top 4, that is a horrendous return in the Premier League.
You think I currently have the 4th best?
One of the 4 best teams in the. Yes, you're one of the 4 best teams, 4 best squads in the league. Yes.
Did you think that before?
Yes, I thought that before the season. Yes.
Did you think that during the season?
Yes, I think that's still during the season. That's why your manager held so much smoke, because he was on. You're not only with your players, your manager was underperforming. You're not a 1 in 12 team. What are we talking about here?
No,
yes, you're one of the 4 best sides in the league.
I'm not going to say we're a 1 in 12 team.
No. I'm saying during that, because you said during the season, so I'm using your worst period to further back up my point. Yes, even during that period, you're one of the 4. You're one of the 4 best teams, and you have one of the 4 best 11s, and you have one of the 4 best squads. Whether you have 4th, 1st, or 2nd, or 3rd, no matter where. Yes, what we talking, and you have the best manager by a country mile in the league, so that adds into it too. So who do you think's the 2nd and 3rd best managers in the league? Currently.
2nd and 3rd best managers.
Yeah, who's 2nd best man? Who's 3rd best?
I'd say Unai Emery.
Okay, so Emery 2nd, and who would you have 3rd?
I think Slot starts very good. I put him.
Okay, so let's say they're nowhere near Pep in terms of level of manager.
Yeah, but
nowhere near. He's on a whole different stratosphere.
This is getting silly.
So wait. Do you think Emery's close to Pep?
No, but it has nothing to do with that. Pep doesn't
has
kick the
everything
ball.
to do with that.
No, Pep doesn't kick the ball.
He doesn't kick the ball, but it adds into it. That's why you pay him the money you do.
No. Okay, hold on.
That's why Pep is That's why Pep is paid the way he's paid, and why Emery's paid the way he's paid. That's why the level of expectation on Pep is different to Emery. That's the point I'm making. But before we go off track, that's the point that I'm making. You have one of the 4 best squads in the league, and you have the best manager in the league. Therefore, you should finish top 4. And you will finish top 4. But if you didn't, back to the original point, something has gone incredibly wrong. You have, as you mentioned, Haaland. You have some of the best players in the league.
And what that something is, which every team's got to deal with, but will be a case to understand why a season falls off, and why, when you've heard Liverpool fans talk about crashing out, not having the season that they wanted, when you have Arsenal fans talking about not being able to get the results that they wanted, injuries are key. Injuries are important. So when it's like, oh, I have the fourth best squad, or one of the 4th best, I have the best manager, and if I happen not to be top 4, what would the reason be? You know what? The bulk of it would have been, I'm going to look at who was available when, how, and you know what? We didn't plan right to have available players.
That's
plain simple. Because I would go, give Pep the players at Aston Villa. I think he manages them better. Give Pep the players at Liverpool. I think he manages them better. Give Pep the players anywhere. He manages them better. So the lack of available bodies this season is why we're in the rut that we're in.
But them clubs have injuries too. Well, you just mentioned it there. Manages them better. You know why? Because he's a better manager. So therefore, there's more expectation on you.
No. Okay. The whole expectation, that's cool. That's cool. From a fan, I'm just saying, from a fan standpoint, that's never me. That's never me.
So you have no expectations on Pep?
No, my expectation for Pep is to compete. We need to be competing among whoever is considered the best, the few best in the league. That's my expectation.
So
to
top
compete
4 or top 2 or top 1,
whatever. The way I look at it right now, it's actually, there's 5 dangerous teams in this league.
No, there is. Hey, wait, 5 dangerous teams in terms of what? Finishing in the top 4.
In terms of competing for this, top 4.
Oh yeah, top 4 different, but you shouldn't be competing for top 4.
Why do you keep saying I shouldn't be? What's going on?
Because you're levels above everybody in regards to that. You have the best squad.
I can't go the United route. I can't go the United route where it's like, no, I can't have that arrogance.
No. Against people, you see this. They want to avoid this because Vader's been on here talking about treble winning 4 Peters and
No, because that's what I was able to accomplish. Not that that's what I expect next season.
It's not about expectation. No. But it is about expectation.
You know, I went into the treble season just wanting to win the league.
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
wanting to win the league. Yeah, and if you don't win the league, something went wrong.
No, if I did.
Of course, if City don't win the league, something went wrong, or multiple things went wrong.
Okay, but Flawless, if I don't win the league and another club went invincible, it's not really me doing something wrong. That club's not a madness.
Didn't go invincible though.
No.
There's no team capable.
Okay. So when you didn't win the league and Arsenal went invincible, something went wrong with you guys?
Yes.
They weren't brilliant.
Of course they were brilliant.
Okay,
so dispute that.
So
we didn't do what we didn't do what
you were to be more brilliant, is what you're telling me. You were to be more brilliant than them.
We didn't equip ourselves correctly in the summer.
All right.
See, that's the difference between me and you.
When Jose only surrendered 15 goals in the season and won the season,
we were way off the pace. That was on us. We were never winning that league. That's why we went 3 years. We didn't win it the season before, and then we didn't win it the 2 seasons Jose was here. We was way off it. Go look at the team.
Okay.
We was way off it. But what we did was invest, and then we ended up three-peating them. And did we win a champs?
All right.
Was it the start?
Let me hear this. I think
so. Yeah, it was. Yeah, go on.
Let me hear this. When you lose a season by a few points, is it ever a case where 2 clubs are brilliant?
Of course.
And you just lost to the better club of that season, and it's not a matter of you did something wrong, you crashed out, you were terrible.
What did we do? I'm looking at results. If we, like, for instance, Liverpool and City, prime example with Klopp. Someone you crash on a lot, someone I crash on a lot. They should have won more than they did.
No. Let's deal with one season where they lose it by 1 point.
Yeah.
Is it a matter
of them? Yes, because you go back and look at some of them results. No. That's on them. That's on them. Yeah.
But they're not expected to be perfect. And if one club just
don't have to be perfect.
No. Hold on.
You don't have to be.
Okay, if they lose by 1 point, right?
Did they lose to you?
They lost to us? 97 points to 98.
Yeah, who did they drop points to in that season is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at individual results. Who did they drop points to? If they drop points to you and they drop points to
this is crazy.
No, let me land. And they drop points to the team in 3rd and they drop points to the team in 4th, that is much more acceptable. You can go away to the team in 3rd and not beat them, draw twice. What are we talking about? But if you drop,
you're the same man that talks about matchups, favorable matchups. So what if you lose to a team that happens to be 6, but the matchup is favorable?
6 is good. 6 is cool.
Okay, 7, 8, 9.
That's accepting. No, 9. No.
Oh my goodness.
No.
Nah, this is
if
crazy.
I know, here's the difference between me and you. If my team loses out on the title by a singular point, and we drew away to the team that is in 9th, I am looking at my team. You should not be.
But it was still a brilliant team. It was still a brilliant.
There's no brilliant team in 9th. There's no brilliant team that's finished 9th ever in the Premier League.
No. You finished 2nd. You're still a brilliant team.
Oh yeah. Again, no one's disputing that.
Okay, but we got here because if I said I didn't win the title, right?
Yes.
That it's not a matter of a season going terribly wrong or something went wrong. I can lose. Liverpool lost the season not because they weren't brilliant.
Oh, they were excellent.
Right.
Phenomenal team. 100%. Phenomenal team. But at the end of the day, they dropped daft points that cost them the league.
My gosh.
What are we talking about here? Man's accepting of you drew against the team to 9th. Hey, Liverpool fans in the chat, the 2 seasons or anyone else in the chat, the 2 seasons Liverpool were a point behind Manchester City. I swear they dropped daft points. Everton's one thing. I know one of the games they dropped points. One of the seasons they dropped points to Everton and us away. That can happen. I'm much more. No. Let me land here. I'm gonna agree with you apart. That is much more accepting. If Liverpool do everything in their power and the point that cost them is away at Goodison or away at OT, that I'm understandable of. That I get.
You know what?
No. Do you disagree with that? Dropping points to also Everton. So that's the point. But if you are at home to Crystal Palace and that's what cost you, that is unacceptable. That's the difference between me and you. But again, you just got here.
City's ruined football. Manchester City has ruined football.
I think Watford was one. Shout out to Watford because they got Ollie sats, but Watford was one. That's unacceptable.
Manchester City has ruined football. A
season. Look at this. Flawless, we dropped points against Spurs. You weren't even a good Spurs side. If it was Spurs on the potch, with that side, that's more, I hear that. What Spurs was it, Si? What Spurs side was it? Let me know.
Wow.
What was it? Let me know what Spurs side it was. If it was, and here's to the point, if it was the potch one with Kane, and Dele Alli and Ericsson and Wembenyama and Dembele, etc., and Kyle Walker and did it. Hear it, Vertonghen. Hear that. That's Spurs side though. No, but again, you want to baby people, so I get it, man.
There's no.
That's the difference.
I
Conte
hate
Spurs.
You don't rate Conte.
It was Conte. Nah, I rate Conte, but I don't rate Conte Spurs.
You don't think for 90 minutes he can have a game plan to have them draw with Spurs?
There's no excuse for Liverpool not. There's no
Okay.
excuse for Liverpool not beating Conte Spurs, in my opinion.
Hey, that's all good. That's all good.
Yeah, like I said, if it was these, man, hear it.
Manchester City has ruined the Prem because now when clubs don't get 95 plus points and happen to lose, it's like,
I don't know if it was that season. Cam, big up to Cam though. I'm not sure if I know there was a season he sabotaged. Was that the season he cried after losing to Burnley? I don't know if it was that season.
Can't believe this.
But yeah, this is not a surprise. You love babying people, so
if I happen to have a season where I don't win it and the other club were brilliant, nah, there's not
you're more of accepting of that. I'm not.
No, I hear it. I will never be like a United fan with regards to that understanding.
Well, you never have the standard. You'll never have the level.
I'll never have the standard, but not having the standard, I've still seen my club do what they've done without that expectation of it. Nah.
Because it's there now. That's why. What did you say at the start of this live stream? I see. No, it is. What did you say at the start of this live stream? I see City fans complaining and whining everywhere. Welcome to my world. You know why? Because you set the bar now.
No, but you're part of it.
I'm a part of what?
You want the same thing. You have those same expectations.
Yeah. I'm just saying though. I understand it. What I'm saying is, welcome to. If you lot don't win the league or Champions League next year, it's going to get worse. Your fan base. You see how you.
And I will always
make sure you subscribe to Veta Games TV.
I will always be the voice. I will always.
You will be. I'm just saying, welcome to more of it. If you don't win the Premier League or Champions League next year, watch it become more. Because now your fans are accustomed to something, and rightfully so. You're rightfully so. You're Manchester City. No, you're rightfully so.
No, it's not rightfully so. Winning isn't easy. Winning the Prem isn't easy.
No, it's not.
So this rightfully so. This being upset when you don't win the champs or win the Prem.
You shouldn't. No, but there's a manner in. Did you lose in the final of the Champions League, or did you finish not in the top? Where did you finish in the Champions League? 23rd. Where did you finish in the group? Not group stages. The league table. First standing.
20.
Okay, so that's unacceptable. If you lot would have, you lot should finish in the top 8. But there's levels to it. If you lot would have finished 10th and lost out on the last day, you go, all right, cool. There's levels to it in regards to it. That's what you don't get. That's unacceptable. Losing in the Champions League final and finishing 23rd in the Champions League first round are two completely different things. Being in a title race, which you lot haven't because you've been awful this season, and dropping down to a top 4 race is unacceptable. The fact that you lot can't even achieve, even if you win all your games, 84 points is unacceptable. The fact that you lot are out of all the major competitions by February the 19th/20th is unacceptable for the juggernaut that you have been of recently. The dynasty that you have, the dominant force you've been built. It is unacceptable. Welcome.
Never going to be me.
Welcome. But it's not going to be you, and you're in the minority. That's cool. But I'm saying welcome to what it is to be a club up there, which you have been. So welcome.
How many?
Real Madrid have it. Barcelona have it. Bayern Munich, any team that has been dominant has it. Liverpool have it. Manchester United have it, etc.
Let's run through the list. So
welcome.
Chelsea fans should be upset every year when it's not a champs or prem because of what they're accustomed to, right? Chelsea.
No, it's about getting their team back to where they're at. Because they've been
every year they're not back to challenging for champions and prem.
Yeah, if they're not challenging for a prem or champs, they should be unhappy. Yes.
All right, so that's one club.
The aim is making steps. No, actually, it's about making the steps. They should have made this season. If they don't finish this season, for them is about making the step because they've been awful. Yeah, so you don't go from 12th to challenging for a prem. But they were 12th. They finished 6th.
Yeah,
and then,
but hear me out.
You should be top 4.
Okay,
they're not even in the Champions League, so I can't even say they should expect champs. But
hear me out though. So we got Chelsea.
Yeah.
We got Liverpool.
Yes.
You got United.
No, because we're way off it.
No, I get it. But when you get back, if you have a season where you finish 5th, okay, or finish 4th, you got United.
Mm-hmm.
You'd say City.
Yes. Everyone in the big six outside of Spurs.
Everyone in the big six. So you have 6 clubs. To your point, you got 5.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing with Aston Villa? What are we doing with Forest if they happen to have consecutive seasons of success? What do we do with Newcastle? So what I'm trying to get at is you're going to have that just happening in our league alone.
Yeah.
6 clubs alone trying to fight for 4 spots.
5.
But we're eventually when we start.
You're talking about the extras? Yeah, they'll be there 100%.
Okay.
But they don't spend like us. If Forest finish above us, we didn't do something right. And not just a one-off, consistently. That can happen. It's happened in previous. It happened in the 90s. It happened in the 2000s where a team would come up and finish 3rd or finish 4th unexpectedly. But I'm talking about consistency. That's the difference. You trying to avoid what is already here. You don't get to be the king and then not have king things on you. No, you have king responsibilities now. Have king, you might not like it, which is cool. You lot have king responsibilities. That's why the words out of your mouth is, I've seen 2 things you said. I've seen my fans today complain about the lineup, and I've seen my fans complain about every lineup. You know why your fans are complaining about your lineups? Because you are not performing to a good level and not getting good results. If you lot were getting good results, there'd be 0 complaining. When you 4-peating, there's 0 all right, there's minimal complaining because you're 4-peating. It's minimal.
But the funny thing is, I heard the same fans crashing it when we were going through the trouble season, criticizing the same manager on the starting lineups, questioning who he was starting, who he wasn't starting, questioning tactics, and those tactics delivered. And the funny thing is, they're crashing it, criticizing it. The results come through, and for however they're able to do it in their heads, they convince themselves that he did what they wanted him to do.
Yeah, because you have delusional fans everywhere. But you know what winning does? Shuts people up. The reason why them people can't be loud and be talking loud is because you won.
But here's my football existence. My football existence is going to be kind of funny. It's almost like in a cocoon, because I'm not going to be influenced by all of that, because they're so.
Yeah, I know you ain't going to be influenced by that.
It's so flimsy. It's so flimsy.
And it's not. But I'm just saying the expectation is now on you lot to deliver trophies. And when you don't deliver major trophies, guess what? Rival fans are going to run bants and jokes about it, and the majority of your fans are going to be unhappy about it. It doesn't mean they want Pep out. It doesn't mean that far.
Pep's here for another. Pep's here for
of course.
Another 2
and you
years.
Shouldn't sack Pep. Someone asked me that today. No. City fan asked me that today, and I said absolutely not. You shouldn't. That's just crazy talk. However, if you don't win a Premier League or Champions League next season, this is going to increase. This is going to increase.
No, but this is what I was trying to get at. It depends on how. Depends how.
How adds into it? Yes. How adds into it?
Depends how. And this is the how that that's where my football life is living in. The how. Why is this season what it is? I know the how. I know the why. So when we also bring it back to why I wanted Real Madrid, I see all of it. It's all in front of my face.
I'm glad we agreed. We actually agreed on that. You wanted to see City face Real Madrid. I wanted to see City face Real Madrid. We both got what we wanted.
Now you'll see a stronger, because just like, you know what? It's funny. Dragon Ball Z is such an amazing animation.
Absolutely.
Right? So many life lessons. Okay.
Yes.
Vegeta, Goku.
Means don't trust women. That's what that teaches you.
Whoa, slow down.
I'm telling you, Bulma, you know what I'm saying? And these niggas came to destroy the earth, and you went and had a kid with him, That is crazy.
That's one woman. Don't use that as a reason to not trust
joking,
women.
people.
Those of you in the chat, don't listen to Flawless. All right. But the beauty about Dragon Ball Z is like, it's about getting up after being defeated. After taking a beating,
love it,
and
man.
Then getting stronger.
Valiant effort, man. Let's go.
So what I want to see,
Krillin kept doing, man. Now look what happened to him. You might turn into Krillin.
No spoilers. The thing that I want to point out.
No spoilers if you've not seen.
No, don't do it. There's a young generation in the chat. Let them discover it.
Krillin sucks. How many kills? Who's having this discussion? You might know this video. How many kills does Krillin have? You don't even have a kill. You don't have one kill, does he? Did he kill the Cyberman? He didn't kill a Cyberman, did he?
No, but I think he does, because he combined attack. Maybe not.
So you might be Yamcha or Krillin or something. One of
Okay.
them, yo,
My point is,
hold them off till Goku get here,
my,
niggas.
my
Yes,
point is,
you might
all
do
your
you
laughs right now.
but-
I'm gonna have to scoop on my little princess, but I'll be on thing.
Cool.
What I want to point out is you laughing, oh haha, we're out of the Champions League.
Yeah,
This is going to be the stronger Manchester City next season.
cool.
Because to your point, we're not going to repeat what we did this year in terms of not being able to compete because of lack of available bodies. Prime example, no Holland in a Champions League game versus Real Madrid. Can't have that again.
Can't have that again.
But
Had
yeah,
him in the first leg and still lost. But yeah, we move.
not due to him.
No, but I'm just saying having him
Jumped on them. What are you doing here?
Yeah, he did because Haaland's cold, but you still lost the game. I'm saying with him in the side, you still lose.
Yeah, but not like that.
You still lose. Yeah, you want to lose in I get that because you want to lose in a valiant effort. You want to be like Kylian, man. You want to lose valiant with the music playing and all dramatic and go.
I want to lose fighting. I want to lose swinging.
Yeah, you want to lose. Yeah, cool.
You know what? When we get to the United section,
Cam, I did say this.
Canadian Cam, when we get to the United section, oh my,
Yeah,
this is going to be a 2-hour stream. 2-hour stream.
Cool. Flawless said it with chess yesterday. I told him, I told everyone. Now people hiding words of Vader. That's one thing I give him credit for. He never hides. But where's all you lot in the chat that was telling me all week I was wrong? And that City got a good chance and all this rubbish. They were never going through. Never. All
right,
that's why they got walked through. Comfy. That man, was just passing it around. Laying at 60 minutes.
What was your prediction versus Newcastle? What was your Newcastle prediction?
Yeah, I got that one wrong.
Oh, be quiet about that. You were not going to bring that up until I did. You were not.
I got that wrong. I said that though, not to you because it's you. No, I didn't say it to you. Fuck you. But I did say I got it wrong. I didn't say it to you. But I said it. I've said it on other shows. I said it on Back Again. I ain't saying it to you. You can bring that up. Why am I saying that to you? This guy.
This man was quick to say all I got right. Yo, we'll be back. I'll be off camera, but I'll be back.
Yeah, no stress. Yeah, man, they was sea walking in Spain. Hey, you lot continued. I did say a Canadian come. You was like, oh, they got a chance. Yo, they was getting mollywopped. Olays by the 60th minute. Like they were just, I don't know, some scrubs. Like they were just Osasuna or something like that. What we talking about here? Comfy. Mbappe being taken off to a standing ovation in the 70th minute. Game was over. They didn't even have to do the Real Madrid. Man didn't even have to raise the eyebrow. That's how you know it was. Man didn't even have to raise the eyebrow. You know, like when The Rock was in wrestling and that, like, and he just beat someone. He won't even be in his ring gear, he'd be in his normal gear. That's how you know man's a scrub. I'm saying, when he's just beating up people, man don't raise the eyebrow, no promo, nothing. Come down to the ring, rock bottom, you 1, 2, 3, and then just walks away. That's what they did today. They didn't even get no entrance music, these lot. Zero entrance music. You know, like in old school wrestling where they just cut back from an advert. Commercial for those that don't know, but yeah, advert, and there just be some random done in the ring. Just a squash match. That's what it was today, this City lot. Squash match. Squash match. I don't know if Vardy stops. You know what I'm saying? I said, bro, Osasuna gave more of a fight than Man City. He walked through them. Dog walked. What are we talking about? Vale will be back shortly as well, people. Shout out to my guy Vale every single time. He'll be back because he wants to talk about the United segment. Hey, rap 52 likes, girls up to 60 likes. That's what it is. Told this Vale guy about it. Told him about it. And for you lot, it was members only. Let me see if they're still there. Because of these damn bots that have appeared like it's friggin' lockdown season again. Because that's all it was during lockdown, just pure bots. So it's not me trying to... Obviously, check out the membership links in the pinned comment, people. Check out the membership. There's only one team that you can trust to beat Real Madrid, and one team will always give them a tough game. Barca and Atletico. Everyone else should consider themselves underdogs, especially Champions League. And even that AW is like, Madrid can't be got at. And they're not necessarily going to win every single game. It was just I don't get with City's poor form. Why? With City's poor form, why people thought they had a chance, especially the second leg being at the Bernabeu. The second leg was at the Etihad, I'd hear it more. The second leg's at the Bernabeu. But we move. But you lot continue to get your questions in, keep them United or City related. Common sense say, yeah, the reason why I had the members mode only on is because of these damn bots. So I just turn it to members mode until they disappear. That's what it is. Yeah, Vega's been trying to cope. It is. Told you, Florence, Liverpool on that. So are Arsenal winning the league then, Tony, or what? That's what I want to know. Are Arsenal winning the league? Because we agreed today. I thought they dropped points. I said, what did I say? No, actually, no, I said 2-1 Liverpool today. I thought they'd beat Villa. I think they'll beat City as well. But what are we saying then, Tony? Are Arsenal winning the league? Like, let me know. I know Destroyer, but I'm asking Tony. And can somebody get, if Warrior J, if you're in the chat, or one of you lot get Varane's quotes on Ten Hag, please? Someone can pull those up. If not, I go look for them. Again, I go look for them because I did bookmark some. Barca React says this Madrid defense is mediocre. Pep should have went for it, but I think he's semi-washed. I don't think he's washed, but you said this. Ahmed said this. A few people are saying he's washed. I got to see till next season. I got to see how he bounces back from this. That's what it is. I got to see how he bounces back. Hey, mods on it. You don't know the vibes. Because I'm trying to free the rest of my guys. That's what it is. But you lot, let me know. You know what I'm saying? You lot, let me know. Of course, yeah, because Liverpool will drop points. I don't doubt that for a second. Liverpool will definitely drop points. I don't think anybody's disputing that. However, on the flip side, Arsenal gonna drop points. You know what I'm saying? Arsenal gonna drop points. Yeah, members mode only, back only on. Hold that. Yes, Vay, are we saying, man? You there? I have not clicked the right one in.
Yeah, man. Yo, is the audio good or is it choppy?
Yeah, it's a bit choppy.
Okay, let me try something.
Yeah, no stress. Do your thing. But yeah, let me actually pull up Varane's comments because he said a lot. So I'll just get a few of the quotes. So Varane even normally rarely do interviews, but pretty much backing up what we expected when it comes to Ten Hag. That's cool, A. Solomon. Don't worry about it. Did you send
how about now?
Varane quotes? Yeah, say something else.
Check 1, 2.
Yeah.
That's choppy now.
Yeah, we good. Nah, we good. That should be all right. The chat will let us know. It sounds all right.
I took off. All right, I took off the echo cancellation, and so hopefully that made it better.
Yeah, the chat will let me know.
What's this Varane? What's this Varane stuff?
Varane's been talking about your boy Ten Hag. 1 second. Let me see this. I'm just trying to find the quotes now. He said a lot.
Is this a distraction so we don't talk about Amarin?
Now we can talk about Amarin all we want. I know you got plenty to say. So this is what some of what Varane said on. Try to look here. So this is everything he said on it anyway. So Varane on the differences between Madrid and United. Even from the inside as a player, there wasn't a clear structure on how things were going to work. There hasn't been a fixed methodology for years. At Madrid, they have a defined way of doing things at every level of the club. At Manchester United, it was not clear or defined enough to know how to recruit, how to play, how to communicate. There weren't the same procedures, processes, structure. Goes on to say, I also have to recognize what was good about Ten Hag's management. He gave me the peace of mind to come back from my injury to play in the FA Cup final. He was counting on me. That was very positive because it allowed me to play my role in the team. We had ups and downs. I can't say everything was bad. There was complicated moments. Goes on to say, pardon me. Varane has described his relationship with Ten Hag as a bit idiosyncratic. It's hard to find. Look at that pronunciation. It's hard to find the right words. It was very tense at times. Sometimes he made an effort to listen to the players' feedback. Sometimes he made decisions without listening to the players' feelings. So there were ups and downs. It was complicated at times. And there's more as well. Ten Hag on dropping him without an explanation. We had a robust discussion. We told each other some truths, but then I didn't also play for 2 months. And that's typical, to drop your best centre-back because you didn't like some stuff that he said. Tells you all you need to know. Thoughts on it, Veo? Chat to us.
Oh, man.
Still here, by the way.
Ten Hag.
Go on.
Ten Hag he's never going to get any type of positivity from the fan base. So he was praised, and I thought he was praised for how he dealt with players like CR7, how he dealt with a player like Rashford. So to be upset with how he may have handled Varane, I think it's all situational. Like I don't think it's super revealing of whether he's a good man or not with how he dealt with Varane, but I don't know. I don't know the full context. He's going to have, like with all managers, they're going to have their detractors. They're going to have those that agree or disagree with their style. Ten Hag's going to remain a villain at United.
Oh, woe is me, man. Lord of mercy. Go on, carry on.
Listen, he's going to be a
Go
villain,
on.
man.
I should play the sad music.
The sad music. What's you know
I should
what?
play the sad music. He's gonna remain a villain
So
regardless.
of course he was. You know what? You know what's funny though,
Nah, I
Flawless?
think so.
If I
You don't understand. You don't understand that some fans still love him and loved him at the time. Still love him now. We do know that, right?
there's a
You
portion
know,
of
right?
the
This
fan
family
base
is written.
that really.
Yes. What do you mean, really? You didn't know the fans wrote a letter to us to keep him?
Oh yeah,
You didn't
no,
know
I
about
knew
that?
the yeah, but no, I do know about that, but that was the summer going into the third year.
Yeah, I'm just clarifying that not all the fans, even then, fans still doing revision on
No,
him.
but there
Revisionism on him,
no,
man.
there were no fans. There were no fans when he got two guys down to 13th that still
Oh,
wanted
there
him
was.
there.
You just didn't chat to them. You know what I'm saying? There was.
Mm.
They were in my chat. They were on socials. They were in other chats. They were on social media. Type in Ten Hag now and you'll find fans. You'll find big tweets from big accounts. And then go check the replies and the quote tweets backing him. He was heavily loved. Heavily.
You know
Don't
what I
get me
like
wrong.
though? You know what I like?
Go on.
And again in the chat, let me know if or let Flawless know if the audio's off. Hopefully the adjustments I made are cool. But aren't those same fans looking at Amarin with very critical eyes now?
Yeah, of course. You expecting fans to be balanced and logical. We don't do that here. We're to T'Challa. We don't do that here.
No. I mean, in the sense like if you're gonna have the same microscope on Ten Hag, right?
Yeah.
If the things you didn't like, if the things he was doing, it wasn't liked by the portion of the fan base, then you should be holding those same standards to this Amarin guy now.
Absolutely. But again, that ties into it. You expecting fans to be balanced and it's who they like. Not all fans, but some.
Mm.
If they like some fans, I mean, if a fan like a manager, they're going to be less critical. If they dislike him, they're going to be more critical. I'm fair across the board.
You're fair across the board.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, I'm more critical depending on if I rate you or not. This is why I'm super critical of Amarim right now. Super critical.
Wait. What has given you? What evidence has given you to rate him highly?
What he's done previously, and some things.
But doesn't he have a similar previous resume as Ten Hag?
Yeah, and I rated Ten Hag when he got here too.
Mm.
I knew more about Amarim than I did Ten Hag.
Do you think United got pump faked thinking that Amarin was on the short list for City? That's why you guys went and got him so soon.
No, I think we just tried. I think the board are just trying to cover up their mistake. That's what
I mean, we pump faked you guys for a while, right? Like we were in the mix to get Maguire. We wanted to get Fred.
The previous regime, yeah. The previous regime, absolutely. But this is a new regime, so I don't think so. I think they're just trying to cover up for their mistake that they made. Because they made a diabolical mistake in keeping your boy Ten Hag. So they're like, oh shit. Like, how do we try?
I think they made two mistakes.
And now this one could be a mistake too.
Yeah, I think so. Is there anything?
Lies? Go on. Sorry, go on.
Is there anything that you're, the things that you saw in Ten Hag? Are you seeing any similarities with Amarin?
Outside of, not particularly. It's just bad management overall. So I don't look at similarities like that. It's just bad management. I don't compare. So I hold Amarim to a.
You know what? I might do some homework.
No stress. I hold Amarim to a higher standard than I do Ten Hag. So that's why
I might do some homework and see how you were complaining, see how some of the things you might have criticized Ten Hag about.
Yeah, absolutely. It probably sounds the same because bad management is bad management. So there probably is similarities, of course. But I don't look at that and go, oh, compare him to Ten Hag. No, I'm comparing you to you. I hold you to a different standard.
The talks these days, Flawless.
Well,
Oh my goodness. You said this to me once. You said,
yeah.
look at where the former United managers are.
Yes.
Like what who they're managing or what they got next after United.
Yes.
The way a large portion of your fan base right now are so critical of Amarin.
Absolutely.
What do you think his next job will be? Like that's where
When does he
there's
get
more
sacked?
talk with.
That's the key thing. When does he get sacked? If he keeps performing like this, he's going to get sacked. Not this season, though. He won't get sacked. He'll be here to start next
Yeah,
season.
I think
But if you continue to perform poorly and continue to make the decisions you are making, you are going to get sacked. Without doubt.
if you guys finish 14th, 15th, I think he gets sacked in the summer.
You think this board gonna sack him? No chance.
Yeah,
No
I think they don't make the same mistake twice. I think they don't make the Ten Hag mistake.
Not a chance.
I really don't.
Go on. Why do you think they sack him in the summer?
Because everything keeps getting thrown in their face. Obviously, with what they did with Ten Hag. And I'm not just talking fans. I'm talking like even when you listen to pundits, you listen to all the football talk. They're like, this decision should have been made a lot sooner. I don't think they'll make the same mistake twice.
And this is you
And I
giving them
think
too much credit for thinking they're sensible people. Why do people
no,
give
see
these people credit like they're smart?
You crash it on me every time when I say that they're sensible.
No. I'm not crashing it on you. No. That's not a crashing on you.
But they were sensible when they did fire Ten. See, this is when I gave the rationale to why they didn't fire Ten Hag was because they had to give him enough rope to hang himself.
They had
So
enough because they agreed to get rid of him.
No, they wrote a letter. You just told me that a large portion of the fan base wrote a letter.
You clearly don't know the timeline. So I'll explain to you what the timeline was. Ten Hag wins the FA Cup. The fan base write a letter. They agreed to get rid of Ten Hag because they interviewed Thomas Tuchel. So they were in agreement.
No. That's where you're wrong. The fact that you're in agreement that you're going to look for who's next, not that you're sacking him.
They interviewed Thomas Tuchel to take over the job later.
Yeah, to potentially take the job.
That summer. What we talking about? So they've agreed that the man is not good enough. They interviewed Thomas Tuchel for the job to take over that summer. 2024. What we talking about?
You know what the next mistake was?
Then you know what happened? He didn't. What's it called? Yeah, his job was under review beforehand. Then the interview, what's it called? It didn't go through with Thomas Tuchel.
Yeah, the evaluation.
Literally sit down interview with him. They then flew out to Ten Hag. So then because they had such a piss poor attempt at replacing him, they then went and flew out, disturbed him on holiday, gave him a new deal, something he said as well, that they flew out, disturbed me, and because that man's got no shame, he came back. He then got a new deal, spent more money, and then they went piss poor for a significant amount of time, literally the entire season. They had platinum times to sack him, they didn't. Then he left us in 13th. So why people all of a sudden think these men are going to move sensible with the manager when they've moved so horrendously bad currently, I have no idea as to why people have because it's not faith, but the belief they'll do something. They'll do the correct thing. I think they're idiots, personally. I think they're not very good at their job when it comes to this management thing.
Wow.
Legit. And if it goes on, and it's currently going tits up with Amarin, and that's not all on them, no, but this is the guy you hired to do the job, knowing that we don't have the players to play the way he wants, and you're not going back him in January because we only signed one player, and it's about clearing things in house. They wrote off this season. I said this to you months ago. They wrote off this season. It was about as long as we don't get relegated and we can scam one of these 2 trophies, 3 trophies at the time because in the Carabao Cup. It's cool. Ponzi scheme FC. That's what we've been in. Ponzi Scheme FC was Scammer Trophy. Yeah, man, Spoobs. I remember this vividly. So you don't get people like Vader or anyone trying to rewrite history. Like I didn't live through it, and you lot watch me live through it.
I'm not trying to. No, I'm not trying to rewrite history, but I'm trying to point out that the club, in my opinion, were going to make sure that he hung himself because
He hung him-
again, he won the
they
FA.
agreed
No,
he
but
was-
hear me out here.
They agreed. The reason why I'm cutting you off, they agreed he was hung. They agreed to get
No,
rid of him. They deemed him
yeah,
not
but
good enough.
yes, but okay, they deemed him that they're going to look for someone better. So you have to go out and see whether you can get someone better. So they did that, and businesses do this all the time. They're like, you know what, we have the potential opening in a position where we're looking to get such and such talent, whatever. They were going to look to see who's next. Who's next wasn't out there because of who they reviewed or who
Nonsense.
they interviewed or who they
They
knew
reviewed one.
contract wise they were going to go.
Here's where I cut you off. Here's where I cut you off. They
Okay.
interviewed one man. They had one target, which is nonsense. Where was
No,
Ange
no, no.
on Spurs' list? Where was no? Where was Ange on Spurs' list? Where was Slot on Liverpool's list? None of them were first options. None of them were first options. Man, are acting like we
Yeah,
trying to find a partner. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Wifey, I hear.
hold on. Wait,
I
flawless.
hear.
Were the were was Ten Hag's decision between the club and Ten Hag to remain after Slot and Ange were hired?
No, Ange was here. No,
Yeah, Ange was already here.
Ange came. No. The point that I'm making is you're missing the point. I'm not talking about us going to hire Slot or Ange. I'm saying when Spurs was getting a new manager, Ange was not top of their list. He was like 8th or 9th choice. When Slot went to Liverpool, Slot wasn't their first choice. The fact that you only had one target is a problem in itself. They interviewed one manager. So you telling me
so your trust in Ineos is you got no trust in Ineos.
I've been saying this to you that I don't trust Ineos. You know this. You know this. But where I'm balanced, I can say, oh, when they've done good things, like one thing I do trust them in is transfer windows. Even though the one we just had was piss poor, the summer window was
let's if we're using the logic, Ineos selected Amarin. Amarin didn't even want to come this year. Amarin was like, "Let me finish out. Let me come next year." They said no, take it, right? It's now or never, which again is a mistake because of his style is so different from Ten Hag. His profile of players aren't what you guys currently had. Them forcing him to come and to come sooner than he wanted to, and now he's being judged based off of being here and not getting it done. You can't. Well, you yourself can't have confidence with whoever they get next. That's because they got him. They rushed him here.
Man, no, because I don't have faith in them. Period. Because all you've shown me is horrendous fuck up after horrendous fuck up after horrendous fuck up. How can I have faith in you? Well, see, here's the difference between me and fans. When ownership or a manager or players show me who they are, I believe them.
Okay.
This ownership show me who they are. We're doing a deal with the Glazers. I know who you are. I know why you are here first and foremost. Now, Manchester United being good on the pitch is a priority to you, but is it top priority? Fuck no. No, it's not.
Yeah,
because they've come in, like I keep saying, and all we've heard from Ratcliffe and all the reports and all the interviews he's done is how bad Manchester United have been run, how bad we are financially, how far away we are on the pitch, how just far off as a football club we are behind. Well, who overseen that? And then you went and did a deal with the people who overseen that and expect me to believe you want what's best for the football club. All right, sure. And I'm a Caucasian male.
Omar Barada did tell you guys to wait until 2027, 2028.
Yeah, so he did. But show me improvement in the meantime. I'm not asking for Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues. I'm just asking for competence. That's it. Because if they would have sacked Ten Hag like they should have, brought in Amorim in the summer like they should have, brought in some players, and he was performing like this. You know who I'm not blaming? Them. You no blame on this one. You lot
okay. So if they
set them up in the best possible fashion you can, go on.
So really, to properly judge Amarin would be next year.
No, you judge him.
right?
No. This is another thing because you just
No,
mentioned
no,
two
no.
things.
To properly assess him,
No,
would be
I'm
next year.
assessing him. I'm assessing him now. Hey, do better.
Well, what did you see in this first game? Did it give you any confidence?
Zero. I blame him for that. That's one of his worst performances as a Manchester United manager. It's up there with Southampton.
Mm.
I blame him 95% for that defeat to Spurs.
Yikes!
See that you see the Garnacho miss. That's not Garnacho's fault. That's your fault.
No, that's Ganacho's fault. What do you mean?
No, it's not. Why are you playing someone who's 0014?
So who you playing instead of Ganacho?
Anybody. Play a youngster. Play a youngster.
No, why are so many fans doing this? Like, just play the youngsters. If the youngsters were good in training, they'd be on the pitch. They're not good enough.
How do we know that? We don't know.
The manager knows. He sees them on the training pitch every day.
The players at man's 0014, he's not good enough.
And you're going to put a youngster out there to be 002 or 003.
I'd rather
It's just the number just hasn't accumulated, but they're not good. They're not better than Ganacho.
We don't know that. You can't say that.
This is too much, man.
How do you know that?
We as fans don't know, but the managers trusted to know better.
No, not the case. Yeah, he's
no way.
And he's getting it wrong.
This is a manager you rated from his previous jobs. You trust him to know who's better on the training pitch.
And he's getting it wrong. So that's why I'm critical of him. Nobody who's 0014 should be out there. Point blank,
this
period.
Is wild.
Can't tell me anything different. Can't tell me anything different.
Just to put a youngster out there that doesn't have a 001, 002, 003 isn't going to make it any better.
Say he scores. Say the youngster scores. How do you know? This is the thing.
Say he crap
in the future.
And
say he don't work. You know what you do? Play another youngster. And if he don't work, play another one, and so forth until you get to one that works.
No, man.
We only got 14 games. We got 13, 14 games left. Adding FA Cup, adding Europa League.
How many games do you give a youngster to show whether they can do it or not? How many 90 minutes do they get?
I say 2 or 3 games. 2 or 3 games.
So okay, you said 14 games left. So
adding FA Cup, adding Europa League, so that's 17.
17.
16, 17.
You cut
out. Yeah, go on. What are we talking about here? Man's 0014 and playing. Veo will be back shortly. I have some technical difficulties. Maybe the law came and locked him up because he's an absolute criminal. Maybe it's that. He'll be back with us shortly, people. Exactly, AW. Don't let these lot gash you. Hoyland doesn't play good on the pitch, and yet the manager can't see that. Who cares what he sees in training? Facts. 110% actual factuals. All this nonsense. Oh, the youngsters are not good enough. How do we know? And if they're not, cool. Try something. Exactly, common sense. You're losing every game anyway. Why not put the kids out and see if they might just go out there and perform like Collier, who's done, to my knowledge, United fans correct me if I'm wrong, when Collier's played, he's done all right. He's not been fantastic, but I think he's been decent. He's played to but this way, he's played better in central midfield than Bruno has. But hey, see what the youngsters can do. And big up to Destroyer as well for gifting 5 memberships, man. I want to see, hey, Destroyer meant to get to this, my bad. Make sure you hit the smoke emojis, fire emojis, all that good stuff in the chat, people. All that good stuff in the chat. It is my bad. Yeah, that's it. Waiting for Veta to come back as well. Don't worry, you lot. I switched it back to members mode. My apologies. All these bot accounts, I know. So that's why I put it on members mode, because of the bots, you lot. It's nothing that anyone non-member has said or anything like that. My apologies. I'm sure these players perform well in training, but when it comes to the game, something happens. Maybe or maybe not, but you know what they're not doing? Performing in matches. The Argentine we have at the club doesn't perform in matches. The Danish striker we have doesn't perform in matches. The Portuguese captain does not perform in matches. The Portuguese player who's playing at wing back does not perform in matches. So therefore, stop playing them. Stop playing them. Well, big up to Destroyer for gifting 5 memberships, and big up to A Solomon as well for gifting 5 memberships. So I want to see smoke emojis, fire emojis, applause emojis in the chat for both of them two right there, man, who have been kind enough to drop 5 memberships as well. Yo, Vaya, you there? I think he's there. Yo, Vaya, what are you saying? Is he there? Yeah. As we were saying, so we was talking about the youngsters, as we were saying, we have nothing to lose. We're 15th. Play him anyway.
You
Play him anyway.
you
What
do
do we
have
have
something
to
to lose.
What do we have
Relegation.
to We're not getting relegated.
Playing the youngsters, you could.
We're not getting relegated. Teams below us have to win 4 or 5 games in a row. Do you think Ipswich and Wolves are winning 4 or 5 games in a row? Because we're currently
Do you
12.
play any of them? Do you play any of them?
Yes, we play Ipswich.
All right, I want to see the kids play against Ipswich.
Yeah, but the point I'm making is find solutions. If someone's double, hey, what's Hoyland, people? He's 00 what? What's Hoyland? Because I know Ganacho's 0014, but Veta thinks it's okay to keep playing him out there, which is just nonsense. You lot, let me know.
I did see why. Oh no, chat. We're gonna deal with this. I'm not saying that it's okay, but I'm trying to say the manager knows who's better. The manager's not gonna play. The manager's not gonna play the worst player available out there.
He is. That's why we're losing games.
Oh,
That's why we've lost 8 out of 12, because your decision making is clearly not good. This is why we've lost 8 out of 12 games. This is why you have a 29% win rate. So the players you are playing are not performing. Facts. That's not into
he's
debate.
playing the best that he has, though.
No, he's not. We'll do something different.
Okay, I hear you with the doing something different.
Play something different.
I hear the doing something different, but to think if this manager has better talent in the academy or has better talent that he's seeing and he's choosing to play lesser talent, then yeah, he's trying to do a Jose. He's trying to get fired and get paid for it.
Yeah, I don't think he's trying
to get sacked.
Making mistakes. I tell you this now, Cheeto's better than Hoyland. Tell you this now. Hoyland's the worst striker in the league, but yet you continue to run him out there. That's on you. He's the worst striker in the league. Cheeto's better.
Wow.
What are we talking about? Guaranteed Cheeto doesn't go 0016 twice and 00 whatever Hoyland is now. Hoyland's at least 00. See, it gets real quiet when facts and figures start getting thrown around. But that's currently 0014. Guarantee if you pick an attacking midfielder doesn't go 0014. I don't think me and you go 0014. Legit. And I'm no attacker. I don't go 0014 playing in the Premier League. I managed to scrap a goal or assist somewhere. So play doing too much. And people getting misunderstood. I'm not saying they're the answer. I'm saying experiment and try and fix the problem. You're not even attempting to fix the problem is my main issue. Bear in mind, this is my guy, my manager still. But when you're doing foolishness, you're going to call it out.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, that's my guy. That's my manager. I've had people ask me, this is how I know I'm balanced. I've had people say to me 2 things. 1, ask me, are you hammering out? And 2, say, oh, you're hammering out. Neither's the case.
Yeah, I don't think you're hammering out.
No, I'm not saying you think that. I'm saying people have asked me that. And people have said that to me. Because I'm
yeah, they're gonna start asking you that a lot more too if he shows to be performing lesser than Ten Hag and you're ready to get
let's get that clear up. He's already doing worse than Ten Hag. He's took us from awful to diabolical. He's already performing worse than Ten Hag in the Premier League.
Ooh. Oh yeah, he's done. Well, he's done.
And
if it doesn't turn around.
I disagree with just throwing in a youngster for the sake of throwing him in, particularly in an unstable environment. But when your big money, big wages start, how did Rashford get his start? That wasn't a good. It was a better environment, but we weren't flying. Play him. Or play them, I should say. Worst case scenario, people always want to baby people. You're professional.
Not the class of 92 anymore, flawless. You guys don't got talent like that.
Don't have to be the class of 92. I know players who play. I know youth players who play at professional football clubs. As the people probably in the chat, they want to play. Don't care about all the environment and all this rubbish. Play them. Oh, they're not ready. Man's 0014, he's not ready. What we talking about? Man is 0016, he's not ready. So what we talking about here?
All right.
Yeah.
I want to see. I want him to play the youngsters versus
Oh, my
relegation
bad, Fran.
Ipswich.
I didn't read this. This took a minute. He says, I'm putting the more talented and ready for the academy players. For example, the season, I was massively advocating for Josh. I can't pronounce his name, but Josh, you lot know who's the Chelsea player, to be playing in our defense. Played him. Worst case scenario, the youngster goes 0014 too. All right. We ain't lost nothing. We're at the exact same. Nonsense. Oh, they're
All right.
worse. They're not ready. Mine is double. Let me repeat this. Mine is 0014. He is not ready.
Who would you have liked? Who would you have liked to play in that Spurs game?
Cheeto,
Like
Kone,
youngster wise.
Cheeto, Kone. Kone's a midfielder. Cheeto's a striker. One
On
of the
for
10.
who? Like who's subbing off? Okay.
Hoyland and Bruno. And then Massey at wingback.
Bruno.
Yes.
300,000 a week.
Yes. Your money shouldn't dictate you being played or not. When you've been piss poor for months.
300,000 a week.
Cool.
Yikes.
Well, yeah, my bad, Prime. That's on me. My bad. My apologies. Yeah,
Hey,
it's what's it called?
did you
Go on.
see how good Rashford looked today?
Yeah, he played well today. Good. Go get us our money. Good, because you're pure profit. Fantastic. We should
Sound
nothing
like
but
any
best.
else.
You know what I'm saying. It's like I sound like your
Talking
boys.
about profit.
But yeah,
Talking about
he is pure
profit.
profit.
Stop doing this.
No, when I
There's
say when
no
I say
my
pure
boys.
profit, I'm talking about from a PSR. I'm talking about PSR
Yeah,
perspective.
I know, because he's an academy kid. Okay, yeah, I
Yeah.
got you.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm happy for him. He played well today from what I've seen. I didn't watch the full game. I was too busy seeing you lot get
Listen,
mollywopped. But yeah,
you
like he
you
played well from what
you
I've seen.
get out of United, it's like Space Jam. You get out of United, your football powers come back.
Well,
Because
man, because the pressure
Anthony's out there killing it in La Liga.
facts. Facts.
Mm.
You know why? Because the pressure's different here. That's why. It'd be like someone being
And you
on
wanna
stream with me. It'd be like someone being on stream with me and you. That's not easy. If your argument's weak and you're on stream with me and you, we're gonna destroy you and walk through you. And the reason
that's
why he's
true. But
laughing and he can't dispute that because he knows I'm right. And they also included him. If someone has a weak argument with me and you on stream, they're getting walked through. That's Manchester United on a bigger scale. You're under the microscope.
okay, I
25
hear the
years.
pressure, but you're also trying to put a youngster into this mix, though.
Yeah, I am because because they get leeway. If Cheeto goes out there and performs poorly, no one's gonna be like, "Oh, Cheeto." You just mentioned first thing I said when I dropped Bruno. What's the first thing you said? It's the first thing that came out of your mouth. What you said?
I said 300K, man. You can't drop Bruno.
Exactly. So the point that I'm making is they're not on big wages. They're not on big money. There's no big expectation.
Were they on the bench?
Yes. Every player
So
on our
he
bench, every player who was on our bench, apart from the only player who was on our bench who wasn't a youngster was Lindelof. It was Lindelof and like 8 kids.
so Amarin has at least recognized to have them with the first team.
No, we only had them with the first team because we had a whole heap of injuries. We had like 7 or 8 players out.
So okay, he wasn't carrying them before the injuries.
No.
He just made them to be able to feel
It
the
gave him
squad.
nothing. And this has been my critique of him before this Spurs game. I've been saying play youth players for a long time. And I keep hearing the players ain't ready. And we got a striker out there who's 00 whatever. And we've got an attacking midfielder who's 0014. What's that combined people between them? Like 00.
Yo, sorry.
So pretty much a whole season.
Remind me, what was your Spurs prediction?
2-1 United.
Who were your goal scorers?
I never pick scorers. You know me.
Oh, okay.
I never pick scorers. That's too difficult.
Curious where the goals might have been coming from.
The same way your goals were coming in the Burnabout today. They're coming from the same place.
I expected Haaland. I didn't know he was going to be hurt.
Yeah, so you're just Haaland FC, yeah, with all that money spent. What about Mamouche and Foden?
He's my striker.
Hey, Mike, you saying striker? And hey, chat. When's the last time Højlund scored in the Premier League? Let me know. I genuinely want to know he's 00 what. Let me actually pull up his numbers. Let me actually see. Because you got Bear over here advocating for Højlund. So let's see his actual numbers.
I'm gonna get my princess
He's
inside.
got 2 goals in 20 matches in the league. When's the last time he scored? People, genuinely, let me know. Yeah, when's the last time Hoyland scored in the league? Because I bet if you play Cheeto 20 games, I think he gets more than 2 goals. Pardon me. Let me know. Forest at home. And when did we last play? When did we play Forest? Let me count up the games. Let me see. So Forest at home is the last time he scored. And Forest was December, right? And we're closing in on March. All right, bet. So Forest was the 7th of December. Shit. So wait. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, so he's 0010. So we got a striker who's 0010, and we got an attacking midfielder who's 0014. A man are telling me we should, these man, but the youngsters ain't ready. Does it sound like these men are ready to you? Let me know in the chat. Because they're 0024 combined. Gets real quiet when facts and stats start getting thrown around people. Word to Hitman Holler. Gets real quiet when facts starts. For those that watch URL will remember that face off when he said that. Just saying. So our striker is 0010 and our attacking midfielder is 0014. But people want to talk about the youngsters not being ready. These two clearly ain't ready. 0 goals, 0 assists in 24 games combined. Their last 14 and last 10. All right. Sure. Bet. But I'm the crazy one. I'm the mad one when I say play youngsters. One of them has 2 goals in 16 starts. The other, that's in the Premier League. The other one has, I want to get the stats. So one has 2 goals in 16 starts. I'm just making sure I get the stats. The one of them has, why is it not giving me the stats? Why is it not giving me the stats? One of them has 3 goals in 24 matches. So one's 3 in 24 in the league. One's 2 in 20. So one's 3 in 24, but the youngsters are not ready. But these men are 0024 combined in their last 2. One's got 3 goals in 24 matches and one has 2 in 20. All right.
You're gonna play the youngsters.
Playing them, but my manager
play the youngsters.
My manager keeps playing them, but he's not at fault for playing these men. Yes, you are. If you are 0014, I know you are terrible. Me and Veta combined playing up top, I don't think go 0024. I think we'll at least between us get 1 or 2 assists or 1 or 2 goals. But my manager keeps playing them. All right. And I'm supposed to back him for doing that. And when Garnacho missed, and I keep stating this, the broadcast I was watching is on the watch along. When Garnacho missed it, pan to Amarim. And like he spun around. I said, this is your fault. You played this, man. This is on you. You played him. He's shown you.
Okay.
Because you know what's crazy? The guy up top who's got 2 in 20 went 0016 twice last year.
Okay, but to be clear, if a youngster's in the same position as Garnacho and misses, you're okay with it?
No, I'm not okay with it. I criticize because you should binge that.
But it's still the manager picking that same player. It's still the player. Something. The player's the one missing.
You're missing it, but you're trying something. If that youngster's gone 0014, if that, like, you have to clarify that. If the youngster has 3 goals in 24 games, I'm then no longer criticizing the player because you've shown me what you are. I'm talking about attempting to fix said problem. My problem with the manager is you are not attempting to find solutions. The youngsters work? Probably not. I'm not saying they are. I'm saying try it. Because I'm not okay with it.
That's just you wanted to see something different. But it's because
no, don't do that. I want to see something different. No, hold up. I want to see something different because what you are doing is not working. That's why I want to see something different.
No, I hear it. But when I say you want to see something different, you want to see a player in that position, which is different.
Yes. Because I
But
think a
he's-
youngster bins that. I score that. You bins that. Bare case of that ball's still going out. You know where that ball is? On his way with Vardio. That's where that shot is. It's somewhere in Madrid. Vardio and that going down the Madrid streets like it's Mario Kart.
That's crazy.
That's where that is. Still
That's
sliding.
messed up, by the way. You know what? I've been keeping track of all these shots you've been taking
Yeah,
this
good,
week.
I'm glad.
This is your week. This is your week.
Facts.
Watch.
When you go out the FA Cup, we'll be there too.
When
I said, when you go out of the FA Cup, you will be there too.
When?
Yeah. When?
You know what? You know what's funny? Predicting that I don't win the FA is really not a prediction. Like I don't win the FA Cup every year.
Nah, I'm bullshitting. You lot could easily win that. I'm bullshitting. I ain't going that far. It just sounded good. That was one of them that just sounded good. You are more than capable of winning the FA Cup.
No, that's the clip up. I know what you got. I know what you're working on over there. That's the clip up.
What am I working on? Wait, what am I working on?
No, you're working on the post-production clips that you want to be put together. I know it.
Nah, I don't, because that one, if you said to me right now, we're winning the FA Cup, I hear it. I won't even argue you down. You're capable. Okay. You think City can't win 4 games in a row to win the FA Cup? Of course you can.
It's when but it's when these FA Cup games fall and all that kind of stuff. But
obviously draw dependent. Like if you get Bournemouth, you seem to beat Newcastle. But you say you get Newcastle,
I got Plymouth next though. I got Plymouth next.
Yeah, you ain't trying to see Plymouth. You've seen what they did, to a certain that side. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That ain't easy. That ain't
easy, man. You know what I'm saying? That's Darwin Núñez and Jota and that and Slot.
Ooh, I saw Liverpool drop points again.
Yes, they did. Look at this guy.
What do you mean? Look at this guy. What?
They did drop points again. But before we move on to Liverpool, you lot subscribe to Veta Games TV, people. Subscribe to Veta's channel, Veta Games TV. Make sure you subscribe and hit the like button and subscribe here. Just quickly before we do go on to Liverpool, because I know you got shots to take at Liverpool and things of that nature. When it comes to like Varane's comments, just backed up what I thought about Ten Hag. The fact that Varane said we had a heated debate about some things and discussed some things and didn't play for 2 months. Not a surprise or not a shock. I would love to know what was said and what they was debating about, because all it's going to lead to is speculation, but just adds into Ten Hag and issues he had, whether it's Varane, whether it's Sancho, whether it's this player, Rashford, whoever the case may be. But yeah, on United and Amorim, like I said, it's Amorim fix the fuck up is where I'm at.
Woo!
Do better. That's where I'm. Perform better. And shut me. And the reason why I don't defend him heavily with the criticism, even though I think some of it is over the top, is you giving people ammo to shoot you with. You giving people the whole armory. All you had to do was come in and be better than Ten Hag. We were 9th, 10th right now. I wouldn't be happy, but I go, all right, cool. Like at least I see something. You've took us on an awful situation to we're now diabolical. We was awful before you. We are now diabolical. And you're the one thing in the club I actually rate. Don't rate the ownership. Don't rate the players. You're the one thing I look at and go.
And the youngsters.
I don't rate the youngsters like that. Something different. I don't rate the youngsters.
Okay.
I don't watch the youth players. I'm just saying you have nothing to lose. I don't need to go through the numbers again, but I will. One of our attacking players is 0010. The other is 0014. Play some youngsters there. You're not getting sacked. They're not going to sack you. You literally have a free hit.
Wait. Weren't you the same guy that was upset when he played Mainu up at striker? Or false 9?
I wasn't upset about that.
Oh.
I was one of the few who wasn't. It didn't work. It didn't work, but I was
he is trying, but he is trying something.
Yeah. Do that again. Not Maino, because that didn't work. Do something different. That's where I praise him for. I'd rather you try. We ain't scoring goals. We're not creating. You tried Maino in the 9. Okay. Really should have played him in the 10. But at least you're attempting to do something different. Maino hit the post in that game. If it hits the post and goes in, it's a whole different conversation. Too many people do too much results-based analysis. But we lost the game. Didn't work. You have to hold smoke for that. But my vim for that is much less. That's why I didn't criticize him heavy for that. I was like, oh my God, how do you do? No. I'm more critical of you still playing some of the players around him. That was where my issue lies. So yeah, with that, I'm saying try different things. We are currently losing. You don't have no bona fide solutions. So I sympathize.
Okay.
There's not one player or players I look at and go, play him, and this instantly works. You're in the kitchen and your ingredients are awful. Your ingredients are awful. Your equipment's awful. But you have other ingredients. Try them. Play Cheeto. He's been scoring goals in the youth. Play him. Worst case scenario, he goes 0010. All right. What's that different to the guy who's gone 0010, who cost 70 million and has the number 9 on his back?
A young man's career or future?
He's not good. If he's not good enough, he's not good enough.
Yikes.
Right now. If he's not good enough. But if you're smart, you pull him out before he gets the 0010.
Okay.
If he goes 004, 005, you go, all right, maybe this isn't for you.
I hear it.
But then again, even if you go 004, 005, his overall performance is better than Højlund's. I'll tell you that much.
Okay.
Because he can control the football. I'm a better footballer than Højlund. He's that bad. He's the worst striker in the league. Hey, what are we talking about here? He's the worst striker in the league. Name a striker you think he's better than.
Nunes
ain't their first choice striker, is y'all. He don't start for anybody else in the league.
I hear that.
You hear what you just said? Do you hear? Even Veta don't even have pushback for that. That's how you know it's bad. And Nunes is better, by the way, but whole different conversation.
Højlund is young. Højlund's young.
I'm not ready. Don't care about you. You ain't ready.
You think
Go
better?
Go on.
You think? I think he just needs a different environment. We've been seeing many examples of.
Agreed. 100%. I agree. But I know you want to get Liverpool drop points.
Yeah. So today, okay, Liverpool moving forward. Not this show in particular. We had a lot of Manchester to discuss. Manchester City, Manchester United.
Thanks.
Liverpool fans in the chat. I know Ray was in here earlier. The cooking that y'all are due to get.
This is it. You're in the kitchen and you're trying to force a filet mignon without the ingredients. Big man, just make a grilled cheese sandwich. Just make a ham sandwich.
I hear that.
I'm sorry, go.
I hear that. Whether United fans are ready to eat those type of sandwiches again, we'll see. Hey, you could say that. I can't say that.
The reason why I say that, including myself, do your job to the highest ability and we'll be cool.
I got you. I hear it.
Perform better. Fans didn't like Fergie at times. When we went on droughts without league titles, I remember that. Some of you lot won't be old enough. People doubted Fergie. When we went 3 years without the Premier League title, or went 1 year. When we went 1 year without a Premier or champs, it was emergency meeting. It was
City fans don't turn into that.
And City, you go in there because you lot got
City
no
fans do not turn into that. I will be there to make sure we stay grounded. No, we're not getting there. No,
you're there already.
No, we're not there.
You're there already.
I will keep us.
You've been the king for too long. You can't be giving me
we're not going. We're not moving.
Caviar and walking into the restaurant with the lobster in the tank and say I want that one, and then try to give me ham.
No, I'm going to make sure that we stay intelligent with how we move as a fan base.
You are, but you can't. You know why? Because there's too much of this involved.
Nah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there.
You will, because you are very level-headed, focused. So you've got head screwed on. It's a wrap for your fan base. You've been eating too well for too long. You lot haven't had to scrap for anything. It's been all blue skies, gold, caviar, money, riches, women. You can't go back to McDonald's. No disrespect to McDonald's. You can't go back to Burger King and Wendy's. McDonald's. Yeah, you lot can't go back to. But hey, that's where is this? You lot, even if you pick up the FA Cup, that's all right, decent. But if you lot don't win anything this season, trophyless for the first time in how long? When's the last time you lot went trophyless?
The last time we went trophyless? Ooh.
See, you don't even remember.
2016.
So you're saying 9 years? So 9 years, we've had it all. 9 years.
Okay, listen.
The year that Liverpool won the league, did you lot win the FA? Yeah, did you lot win the FA?
We won the league. We won the League Cup.
Oh, you won the League Cup. So you lot have not experienced this. Oh, you know what? This is gonna be tough for some of you lot if you lot go.
No, it's not.
Or City fans. Not you, maybe not you, but City fans. Hey, going trophyless. Trust me, I've been there. I know. I've been there. Trust me.
We'll be calm. Listen.
When you used to it, horror.
I'm gonna be a lot more consistent. I'm gonna have the content you guys will know. No trophy. We'll be calm. We'll be able to move. Know
No,
what
no,
we're
no. You
building.
need to clarify. You'll be calm, and I
No,
think you.
no,
will
no,
be
no. I'm gonna make sure. Listen. I'm
All
gonna
right,
link
cool.
up fans,
Yeah, make
guys
sure you
and girls.
act
We'll link up.
No,
We're
I'm
gonna be
saying
calm moving
you and
forward.
Yano be cool because you lot like act like you ain't won the lottery. You lot act like you lot are still scrubs, and I get that mentality because City have been bad for most of your life, but you lot it's not that anymore. You've been the king.
No,
Paul
listen,
Peters treble winning.
the
Pep
fan base.
Guardiola.
No, the fan base need to understand. Listen, the fan base. We are like that overweight geek in high school. We are like that non-popular girl in high school that got fit, like that geek that just got into the gym. We got that physique, we got that career. Remember where we came from and stay nice and calm. Don't get arrogant. Just we need to just chill. It's going to be one of those seasons. Now, what I'm going to do, I switched the background. CIA is going to go in full force this week. We got to talk about what's happened, not only to our club, but we got to. If you know what CIA, especially with regards to the U.S., they've been involved in a lot of counterintelligence. They've been involved in a lot of dismantling of regimes. We need to make sure that we keep this pressure on a Liverpool. We need to make sure that we keep this pressure on an Arsenal. I don't know if they're going to slip up enough. I don't know if I really have a shot.
Keep the pressure on them for what?
Keep the pressure on if they're going to leave. If they're going to leave a window, maybe a door, maybe a garage.
You still got, I don't. You still got hopes.
No. I just want to make sure that we apply as much pressure as we can. Just the what if, just to see, because I want to see where the chinks, where the cracks in the armor. I want to see what Slot's all about. I still want to see what Arteta's built like. I want to see what's happening over here. Now, Liverpool dropped points again. I couldn't even enjoy this. I couldn't even watch it because it was on the same night as Champions League. But it's interesting to see the run of form for Liverpool. It's interesting to see how this manager's dealing with the pressure now, the expectation.
Pop said, "Who is this? We."
What's
he talking about? See, I think. Hey, Pops, elaborate on that. I think when he's saying that in regards to you lot chasing them down. But for those that don't know, to read between the lines of Vega, because you have to be very intelligent. That's why he's got intelligent above him. Very intelligent individual. Great way with words, Vega. That's why he's here. Very much. Like we like variants of each other. I'm just a little bit more cutthroat, like with my shit. Vega still holds beliefs that City can win this league, man.
Well, no. I'm not saying any of that.
You said if they leave the door open, if they slip.
I mean, I've seen them slip before,
but not like this. So you still holding out hope then? Because how many points did you get? Wait. Let me check.
Not necessarily for me, Flawless. I don't.
Who are you talking about for them?
Are they now what 7 points?
You know why, Pops? Because we are variants of each other. I work with you and Vega. We all do the same shit. It's just a different way. Like we talk about profiles of player. When it comes to content creators, us three are the same profile. We just do different things, but we the same profile. Like if that's football, if you put content creator and you list all our attributes, we're all fantastic at the same thing. We all do the same things. It's just that we vary in how we do it. That's what it is. That's why Vega's laughing. Trust me, Pops, I know this. Vega said certain things, I'm like, Pops would say that. And Pops will say certain things, I'll be like, Vega will say that. Or Vega or one of you two will say something, I'll be like, I thought the exact same shit. Trust me, I know. And he's saying it's 83 points, I think. Because let me check.
I'm not looking at the max. I'm not looking at what I could do if I go on a max. I'm not looking at what I need to do to win this league. I'm not calculating any of that. I'm serious. I'm only looking at top 4. But I want to see how City can apply pressure on a Liverpool, on an Arsenal, to see how I want to see how they're built. Now, I've already played home and away versus Arsenal. That's done. I still need to play home versus Liverpool. I still need to play United. You know what I mean? I still need to play.
Yeah, we're no bother.
Yeah. I mean,
don't do that. Because when I said it, you weren't trying to hear it, so you can't add us in now to your little, We'll still got to do this.
No, who knows? You guys might have to.
Exactly that. He's not looking anymore because it's 83 points they can now get. I'm guessing that 83 is their max. Correct me if I'm wrong, Pops.
I'm not going on a perfect run to close out the season. So I'm not looking at this 83, but I am looking to see how Liverpool close out this year. Because again, I need to look intelligently on what next year may be. I'm assessing this manager. I'm assessing this club. Liverpool may have all three heavy hitters. They may have Trent, Van Dijk, and Salah. They may not. So I want to see how they perform with the pressure applied when they're at their strength, when they're with these players. And it's interesting. I think there's only a 7-point gap between Liverpool and Arsenal.
Yeah, it's 7 points. Oh, I see where you're going with this. I rate this.
I think as poor as Arsenal's been, should they even be this close? I don't know. But 3 points or points continuously dropped, maybe facing a...
Never mind, just to clarify, 7 points behind, and Arsenal have a game in hand.
Woo! Arsenal have a game in hand now?
Arsenal have a game in hand.
Now, okay. Liverpool play at the Etihad. I don't look good. I haven't been looking good. Yeah, I got a result versus Newcastle. Just played Real Madrid. You talk about styles, profiles, they make matches, right? Mm-hmm. What Liverpool do well, we don't defend well against. So it's going to be an interesting game. But the form that Liverpool have been in recently, it's got to raise questions. It's got to have some eyebrows raised. It's got to have some Liverpool fans scratching their heads like, what's going on here? Is this going to be a repeat of last year? Not necessarily due to injuries, but just dropping form. Salah's on a madness. I can't hate on him. He's on a madness. He keeps coming up with GA every game. He's doing what he can.
Oh, hey, Pops, you know my maths ain't the best. My bad. 8 points, 8-point gap. Sorry, my bad.
It's an 8-point gap right now.
8-point gap, yeah. So if they win, so it's 8-point gap with the game in hand, so it could be 5. Bear in mind, Liverpool traveled to the Etihad. Arsenal only have West Ham. So let's say
this is a big weekend.
So let's say City
play first. We play on Sunday.
Yeah. So let's say, boom, Arsenal beat West Ham as we expect. Let's say that happens. The gap is there. The gap is them 5 points. Then let's say City beat Liverpool. It's 5 points.
It stays at 5
points. And
points.
Have a game in hand.
Now,
and you know who Liverpool's next game is against? Newcastle at home.
Newcastle are heavy. Now, I know they didn't. I know we made them look pedestrian. I know we kind of broke them down because, again, we had what Real Madrid did against us. That early over-the-top goal. It kind of it ruins any type of defense that's happening over here. But I'm watching to see how you deal with pressure, Flawless, with everything. I'm often the guy in the cut, whether it's
I know you be watching everything and paying attention to everything everyone says. I know you. I know. Even if you're not commenting in the chat, I know you be watching and paying attention. I know.
Oh, great shows recently, by the way. I was able to catch you in rants. I was able to catch you with your call-in. I like how you're managing expectations. I like how you're hearing people out with regards to their grievances, their annoyances. You're balanced. Now, I'm always going to ask the question.
Of course.
If you're noticing anything similar to Eric Ten Hag, to Amarin, looking for some consistency, but that's for another time.
It's just worse. Just to answer your question to get over it.
It is worse. It is worse.
Which, like all the intangibles you can get into, but he's just overall performing worse. And he has to fix that.
He's gonna,
That's why when people go, I'm hammering him out, or this or that, or criticize him heavily, I understand it.
You know what's great? Is like you won't be able to do like he's your boy. You know how you like to do Eric Ten Hag, Arteta with regards to me. Amarin, you can't be like, yo, that's your boy.
Oh no, I like him because what it is, if I was hammering him out and heavily critical, you'd be like, oh, give him a chance.
No. I'm not contrarian. No. I don't do things just to be contrarian.
No, you're a contrarian in that point with FSG. But who else?
That's not just to be on the opposite side. This is no. Listen, with regards to Amarin, I think Amarin deserves time. Like this is where I would say, like, yeah. Well, where we're gonna disagree is when I say he needs next year, you're gonna be like, no, he needs out. Like,
no, I don't think he needs out. I don't want him out.
Okay. I think even if this form continues, even if he finishes 17th, I think he needs next year.
I'm with you on that.
Okay, all right. So yeah, we're both looking for Amarin next season.
In regards to United manager, that is crazy.
Free hit. It's a free hit season for Amarin. Free hit
Not
season.
a free hit because I still have.
No, it's a
you
free
still
hit.
have to
Look at
improve.
the players he has. We talked about the players that he has available. Free hit season.
No.
Even to expect him to win Europa, that's not
I
right.
don't expect him to win Europa.
Okay, we're on the same page. Free hit.
No, because I'm still judging you. There's no free hits.
No, there. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're a United fan, so you always have the expectations. But I'm just saying,
I'm just expecting you. Just all I'm saying, do better than the last guy.
All right, okay. I'm just saying, get
Which
your
is like,
players.
you know what? If we finished 12th this season and had some improvement, I'll go, all right, cool.
No, he in my eyes can finish 17th, be able to get your training sessions in, get some of these players in so they actually know your system. Boom. Next season, then I'm going to be absolutely critical. Then I'm going to be comparing week 1 to week 1, you Ten Hag, you Ollie. I'm going to do all of that. But I think
See this guy.
I think, man, and apologies to everybody in the chat. I do have to drop, but I want to say this. CIA will be kicking off this week, probably on Friday. I'm going to have to address the pressure that I do see accumulating with Liverpool. I do see them moving a little different. It's not like, oh, you know what, new manager, no one expected us to be here. This is all great. Now when everybody's talking about you've won this league, now when everybody's saying it's yours, now when everybody's noticed that you're top of the Champions League as well, ooh, starting to get a little heavy. The back's starting to hunch over. It's starting to weigh on you. I'm seeing all of this. Let's see how the rest of the season plays out. Let's see who remains healthy as well, because that's one thing that's been very fortunate for Liverpool. Yes, you've had your one-offs, your injuries here and there, but that devastating playing a couple games without Mo Salah, that hasn't happened yet. Knocking on wood, I don't wish that on any of you, but we got to see how you deal with it. Arsenal, listen, if there's one thing that fan base is good at, it's the hype. It's the hype things up before anything's happened yet. And if they're sniffing around with what we all assume to be a win versus West Ham, and even if you get a draw, if you happen to lose, oh my, I need to see how you fans are built. I need to see how the club's built. I need to see how Slot deals now with the questioning coming from the pundits. I need to see how he deals with that, because the first time he looked rattled. I saw him rattled after Everton. I saw him rattled.
Yeah, he was, of course.
And I saw him rattled. He didn't look comfortable. I need to go and listen to the press conference, but he didn't look good after this Aston Villa game either. So let's see how he deals with pressure. That's the one thing that's been missing, to be honest with you. And CIA is going to be there, flawless.
You didn't tell him what time Friday is CIA going to be.
Listen, Friday, it's 2 o'clock UK time. Oh, no, I'm lying. That's 2 o'clock my time. So 7 o'clock UK time, 2 o'clock my time. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm looking to have the panel as well. If I don't have the panel, then I'm going to have imagery, because I want you guys to be able to see exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, CIA, we're going to deal with the rivalry.
To Vega Games TV, people, make sure you subscribe to.
And before I drop, I'm going to do this. Flawless always ask me, so I'm going to do this before I drop. Predictions with regards to me versus Liverpool, the game on Sunday. Listen, I hate doing this because I don't know who's healthy.
Let's say hypothetically, everyone who's healthy now is going to be healthy for the game.
Everyone healthy, them coming to the Etihad. (2-1)
Manchester City.
2-1 Manchester City.
Okay, we will be there. There will be a watch along people on the playback for that.
Look out for me. It's Sunday, so look out for me. Halftime, I'll be in the chat.
Yeah. And I'll be on the playback. We won't be here on the YouTube. We'll be live on the playback.
Bless up.
That's where we're at. Before you go, one thing, because you mentioned about Liverpool and everything, because obviously we had the Arsenal show yesterday, and Tony was saying he reckons Liverpool, I think he said 4 points from their next 12, because they played Villa today. They then play. He had them drawing against
1
Villa.
point in their next 12.
No, 4 points in their next 12. So he had them drawing today against Villa, which he was right. He said they're going to lose to Usla, they're going to lose to Newcastle, and they're going to beat Southampton. And he has Arsenal winning their next 4. because he has Arsenal beating. No, next 3 because he has Arsenal beating West Ham. Man's laughing, He has Arsenal beating
Tony.
West Ham, beating Forest, and then beating Manchester United, which I think mass-wise would put them like 1 or 2 points, I think, below them. I'm not sure. I didn't do the full maths. But, hey, Pops, let me know that in the chat. I know, Veta, you got to go. But, Pops, let me know. If you lot get 4 from your next 12, including, obviously, today, so it's added. So it's now, it's now free from it's now free from the next 9. And Arsenal win all 4. Where would you lot be in the table? Would they be above you by a point or 2? Or
So Arsenal win their next 4.
No, next 3.
Their next
That's
3?
9. Yeah.
That's 9 points. 9 points. They're still
be asked to in the maths.
No, they're currently 9 points. Oh no. Pop said they're 8 points off, right?
8 points behind, 8 points off them, yeah.
So they're 8 points off. Even if Arsenal win and get the 9 points, they're still gonna be short.
You still be short by, but it'll be a closer title race. They're gonna be a couple points off them.
Yeah, they'll be 3 points off.
They're gonna be 3 points. They're gonna be a few points off them. That's what that's according to Tony. That's what he said. And bear in mind, the 10th of May, Liverpool play Arsenal.
Yeah, that's a 6-pointer. We will be there. We will be there. Listen, I hate to run like this. Those of you,
cool,
if you
We've
haven't
been almost 2.5 hours.
Oh, true. Yeah, true. Hit that like button if you haven't. Subscribe if you haven't. Listen, what Flawless is doing has been amazing. His content, it's brilliant. Also, hey, he's taken so much joy in my loss today.
Oh yeah,
I wasn't able to take as much joy as I would normally because of my loss and his loss early in the week. But we got another weekend. Who do you play on the weekend?
You take joy in all out of it's just been so many. Don't act like you don't take
No.
You don't.
You don't.
Look at the smile. You see the smile I had at the start of the show has been your face ever since we started the show.
You were full grin.
That's normally you when you was here treble peating and 4-peating and all this foolishness. You was grinning from ear to ear, the back teeth. You know what I'm saying?
I was all right.
Yes, exactly. So now there ain't no fun when the rabbit's got the gun egg. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
No, but there's difference. There's difference grinning with my success versus grinning because of your failures. That's what. Your
failure is beautiful. That's what it is. It's beautiful.
All right, I'm gonna be there. Who do you play? I don't even know who you play.
Evan away.
What you saying?
Draw.
Oh, you're a bump. Is it?
One apiece. Is that Goodison? Actually, if this manager actually plays the right team,
are you saying draw because of what Everton just did to Liverpool?
No, I'm saying draw because our manager be on foolishness recently. If he plays the correct team, we can win this game.
No, but Liverpool were only able to get a draw. You think you can play?
Yeah, but Everton they beat Palace after that. Everton could be got at.
Okay, I hear it.
It's just on us. If he does this foolishness that he's been doing, we won't win the game.
Play the youngsters, you win the game.
Yes.
All right, I'm out of here. Yo, bless up everybody.
Bless up, Veta. Love family every time. Big up every time. You lot, shout out to Veta. Make sure you please subscribe to Veta Games TV, man. Veta's that's bro. Make sure you subscribe to Veta Games TV. Big up T.Guna for the super chat. Appreciate it. He says Mr. Positivity is back again. I'm assuming you were talking about Veta, so big up for the super chat. Says Arteta is a bum. Damn, I don't think Arteta's a bum. I criticize Arteta, but he's not a bum. He's just not a Premier League winning level manager. I think he's top 4. I think he's top 4 and can like win you domestic cups. But I don't think he's a Premier League winning manager. That's why I don't think he is. I don't think he's that. Man was doing toothpaste. Yeah, man, that was Vale doing toothpaste ads and that when they was there. And now, Lord, I'm not supposed to be pleased about their demise as well. And to Warrior J, he said, I'll tell you this now. So Tony said in regards to Liverpool, he said they were going to draw against Villa, lose to City, lose to Newcastle, and they were going to beat Southampton. So yeah, in regards to it, Pops, what I forgot to add in when we was doing till March the 9th that Liverpool play Southampton on the 8th. So we don't have you top. Because I didn't realize, I thought it was, because obviously you lot had the extra game in the rotation we was talking about, in the fixture list, sorry. So he has you like 2 points off because Tony said you lot were going to beat Southampton, but you're going to lose your next 2. Is what he's saying. But yeah, we got Everton away. But big up, love to everyone that's locked in. The content is not stopping, people, because we're going to be live on the playback in about 30 minutes for the NBA's back. So NBA regular season watch along, the Hornets versus the Lakers, people. the Charlotte Hornets versus the LA Lakers live on the Sarcasm City TV playback, people. So we'll be over there. Tired of this football stuff as a United fan. So glad the NBA is back. So head over to the playback. It's www.playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV. It's playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV. Or just download the playback app from the App Store, people. Download the playback app from the App Store. Like I said, Hornets versus the Lakers. And the same way you watch and comment for free on the YouTube is the exact same on the playback, people. So all you do, create an account for free, sign up for free, all that good stuff, people. That's all I need you lot to do. You can see it here on the screen. I can't play it too long because we'll get done for copyright, but you lot see it right there, people. So that is the playback right there. So head over www.playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV. That's www.playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV, or download the playback app. And this show, Manchester United, Manchester City podcast, Man Them City, Man Them United podcast, or Man Them United, Man Them City, I should say, is available on all audio platforms as well. So wherever you listen to podcasts, you get all the shows you hear on the YouTube or watch on the YouTube, apart from watch-alongs and fan calling shows, people. They're the only two that are not on there. So if you want to listen, so go to Spotify, type in Sarcasm City TV, follow us, 5-star us, and you see all the shows. Because you might not want YouTube using up all your data. Maybe you don't want to see our faces. Maybe what is on in the background. Maybe you're at work. Maybe it's just a headphone thing while you're at work. Maybe you're walking. Maybe you're driving. Whatever the case may be, people. So Spotify, follow us and 5-star us. iTunes, Apple Podcast, all you iPhone users, the same. SoundCloud, or wherever you listen to podcasts as well. Like I said, Lakers Hornets in about half an hour on the playback. Then we're back today, 4:30 p.m. UK time, back on 4:30 p.m. Sarcasm City Sports Q&A solo edition, people. So I'll be doing a solo Q&A where I just answer sporting questions from the chat. And then following that, we'll be live on the playback again for Roma versus Porto. So it's Europa League playoffs. So we'll be watching the Roma versus Porto game on the playback. And I think there's another Europa League game, but I didn't add it to the schedule. But I'm probably going to end up doing Ajax USG. I'm not going to lie. Because, yeah, Ajax USG is 8 p.m. So we'll do Roma versus Porto, and you'll also get the Ajax versus USG game as well. So we'll do 2 Europa League watch-alongs. And then we're back pro clubs, 10:30 p.m. UK time. EAFC 25 pro clubs. So myself, the likes of Steve, Surf, or others you will see on there as well. Lewis will probably pull up. We'll be running pro clubs here on the YouTube and on the playback. But everything I mentioned, there's a schedule on the YouTube and a schedule on the playback for it, people, as well. Let me see who's live. Who's live are we going to redirect to? I know Steve's live, but I'm not sure if he's finished. And I know TJ's live as well. I'm going to send you lot over to one of those two. 1 second. Here we are. Let's see. Yeah, I'll send you lot over to TJ because how long's left in the game that Steve's on? How long's left in the game? Because I know TJ's just gone live. And wait, is that Steve with him? Are they dual streaming? Hold up. Let's having a look here. I swear that looks like Steve. All right. I'm gonna send you lot over to TJ. So all I need you lot to do is put Sarcasm City TV raid in the chat, people. That's all I need you lot to do. Put Sarcasm City TV raid, hit the like button and subscribe. Prime says flawless. I'm making another edit from the stream. Hey, Prime been on smoke with them edits. Big up. Big up Beijing Pops as well, says bless. Hey, make sure you subscribe to Beijing Reds TV and make sure you subscribe to Veta Games TV, people. But big up, love to everyone that has locked in, and big up to Sai who joined the membership. Well, rejoined, appreciated. Big up to Destroyer who gifted 5 memberships. Big up to Solomon who gifted up 5 memberships, and big up to T.Guna for the super chat as well. So big up, love to everyone that has locked in. This has been the Manchester, yes, solo Q&A tomorrow, Warrior J. All the information's on the solo Q&A, 2 Europa League watch-alongs on the playback, and pro clubs. And yes, people, this has been the Manchester United, Manchester City podcast. Man Them United pod meets the Man Them City pod live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in.